And there we are. We're here, everybody. We finally went live.
Hello.
With a very special episode of Tales from the Rogues-Light Tavern. That's right. It is spooky season. It's Halloween.
Ooh.
So how could we not feature that weird hairy DM that you see in the top left-hand screen? I assure you that is not a werewolf. That is in fact a person. That is Mark, the DM for tonight. How you doing, my friend?
Hey guys. I'm great, Sven. How are you?
Oh yeah, not too bad. If you ignore the mounting blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. Other than that, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just excited to be here.
Yeah, me too. You do an amazing job, my friend. So it should be fun. I was gonna try and get a costume and stuff for tonight, but it's been a day. But we're here to have some fun. We've got some Halloween themed monsters and a little bit of a twist in the Rogues-Light sort of chronology. So it should be fun. Hey, Zombie 6, welcome.
I've made a little bit of a special Halloween overlay here for everybody. How do you like it?
It looks pretty.
It's very exciting.
Yep. Excellent.
So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Sorry guys, we're a little bit late. We're dealing with radically different time zones. So, but it's worth it because it means that we get to have Fizz Cannon joining us tonight.
Woohoo!
Now, Fizz Cannon, he's been on one of our live streams before. He joined me for an episode of Critical Conversations with the Map Hatter. But you're gonna be hearing more of his voice in the future as well, because he's a member of one of the campaigns we're going to be featuring next year. I mentioned that we were dealing with radically different time zones. That's because he's where are you from, man?
The other side of Australia.
The other side of Australia.
The planet.
Radically different.
I'm in Florida, America.
Florida. What time is it there?
I don't know. 6:30.
6:30.
Yeah, I just woke up. There's crust in my eyes. I'm still wiping them out,
That is dedication, bro.
That is dedication.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you can bring to the table. I know that you're a whiz when it comes to numbers and all that kind of stuff. So just don't show me up too bad, if you don't mind.
Everybody's fine.
Everybody's fine. I did have a look at your character sheet, so I should be all right. But let's move on. This person is, of course, a mainstay. You've seen her. You know who it is. Grace, everybody. Grace, how you doing?
I'm perfectly well. Yes.
Perfectly well. I feel like you're responding to some kind of, like I've accused you of something.
No. Why? Have you? Have I missed something? I'm very tired.
It sounds a bit like Thrash trying to deny that she's ill on Out of the Abyss. Like, I'm perfectly well, thank you.
I'm fine.
There is nothing wrong. No, I feel like that, I don't know if anyone's seen ASDF. It's been a really long time since they've been a thing. But today my mood is the skateboard cow. And he's like, hello, I am humans. Want to go skateboards? That's where I am today. I feel like I'm just drifting ethereal.
Was ASDF where Trogdor came from? Do you remember Trogdor?
I don't... No. It's... ASDF is like... No, ASDF is like, Muffin! It's Muffin time! Why won't you let me die?
Is it like really simple stick animations and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the old from when I was in like high school days ones that they did was called Trogdor. Look him up. I think it was them or it was another lot similar to them. It's really cool.
Yeah, well, that's where I am today. I feel like I'm half of a person, if I'm being honest. But it seems like that's with everyone today. I think Mercury must be in retrograde or something.
Does half a person mean you'll be a full monk?
Misty takes offense to that.
I'm not sure if that's a dig at monks or what. Was that a dig at
a dig at me? Monks? Is that a dig at me?
No, it wasn't a dig at anyone. I was just hoping the mind state will put you into the right place to play Misty tonight. That's all.
Oh, this is true. This is actually true. Yeah, I forgot that Misty feels nothing. No, you're right. I'm just method acting.
Yeah, there you go.
This is me method. Look at me.
Yeah, you're a regular you're a regular Jared Leto. Moving on. Of course, we're joined by another one of the cast members from our long-running flagship campaign, Out of the Abyss. Alicia, how are you? Thanks for joining us.
I'm good.
Hey.
Yeah.
You excited to play a level 17 character?
Yeah. I've been sat through a conference all day, so my brain is mush, and I am excited to play Goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate on the brain being mush thing. We recorded an episode of Out of the Abyss last night. I couldn't sleep, so I stayed up and I edited the video. So I was up until I don't even know. So I only got a few hours of sleep, and then I've got the kids tonight, and all this crazy shit's happening. But I can put all that aside because I'm going on holidays now, and I'm sitting here playing Dungeons and Dragons. So what more could you ask for?
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Now I promised the players tonight I was going to do some light roasting for everyone's introductions.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh my god!
I completely forgot to write it all down, and it got away from me. So I'm gonna leave the light roasting just for the DM tonight, because I want you all to picture something. I want you to picture a little maybe 10-year-old Mark. You know, he's going his first day going to school. He's got his little goatee flapping in the wind already at 10 years old. And maybe his parents or his teacher, they get down on his level. I imagine he's already 5'6" at the time as well. So they stand up straight and look him straight in the eye, and they're like, "What do you want to be when you grow up, little boy?" And he's like, I would like to be a hairy broke musician. And here you are. Well done. You've achieved your dreams. Everyone, round of applause for our DM Mark.
Ouch.
Yes. Yeah. You know, like, the truth hurts, I guess.
Mark.
I am hairy. I am a bit broken. I am a musician. But, you know, you get that. I have a good time. I have gotten to live many of my dreams. So, you know, that's a win. I'm not always broke. I just also recently finished a university degree. Yeah, that's right. I decided to combine starving artist with broke student. That was really intelligent, wasn't it?
Nothing goes good with starving artist like a 6-figure hex debt.
Right? No, it's only 5.
Only five figures.
Yeah.
No one's introduced me yet, so if someone wants to return the live roasting,
Oh, of course, I gotcha.
now's the time.
So here we have our, of course, DM extraordinaire, the cruelest of them all, I must say. The twists and turns this man pulls out Out of the Abyss are nail biting at best. Everyone, welcome Sven Westcamp playing a character tonight.
Welcome.
The first DM.
Yeah.
I'd put that in the low 3s out of 10. That was
Yeah, I'm not good at roasting people. I'm too
alright.
nice.
Yeah, get mean. But we're not here to we're not here to make each other feel bad. We're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons and make the DM feel bad for all the monsters that we're gonna kill, because we're level 17 and we're just gonna cut them down like scythe through wheats. But on that note, I'm gonna hand it over to Mark. Before we do that though, guys, all of the cards are in play, so make sure you redeem those crit coins. Give us natural 20 advantage, wild surge, guidance, or health potions, but do not buy a natural 20 for the DM. Everything else is free game though.
Just one.
Over to you.
Please. Alright, here we go, guys. So let me pull up some notices. As we usually start, there are stories of a tavern that lies nestled in a grove, deep within a dense forest, contained within a pocket dimension, of which nobody knows the true origin. Time is meaningless in this place, twisting around on itself like a serpent consuming its own tail. Its stories echo across the planes and indeed the multiverse, for all roads lead to the Rogues-Light Tavern. Run by former adventurers and partners in wine and sometimes crime, Gavin Rogues-Bane, and Farron Lightward. They were among the number of the adventuring party who first discovered the mysterious nature of this place, back when it was nothing but an empty ruin with a single flight of stairs that descended into the ground. These stairs led to an immense underground labyrinth, ancient, uncharted, mystically charged, and forever changing. Many a band of brave adventurers have attempted to plunder its depths, for surely such a place must contain untold marvels, vast riches, and opportunities for fame and glory. There are few, however, who have made their way back to the surface to tell the tale. Those who do usually return either filthy rich, permanently crippled, or batshit insane. Sometimes all three. But one thing is certain. If you wish to survive, you had best heed the tales from the Rogues-Light Tavern. So, before we dig into this special Halloween episode of Tales from the Rogues-Light Tavern, I have a little bit of housekeeping for those of you who are familiar. These games tend to drag out a little bit. We have lots of monsters and NPCs and like up to 5 players at a time. It takes us ages to get through turns in combat, and it can leave the players sitting around with nothing to do. Sometimes we go for like 5 or 6 hours, so we could be in for a long one even with what I'm about to do. But in an effort to remedy this, we're going to have a couple of changes to how I normally run the game. So in combat, at least for this episode, I'm grouping monsters in initiative order. So if they have the same stat block, they're going to act at the same time. They may do different things, but I'm going to group the rolls as much as I can. So it might be a little bit more fast-paced and brutal in that regard. It could lead to like, you know, me having a massive run of like hits on players and someone dying. It could lead to my monsters being completely ineffective. We'll see what happens. Also, because guys, it is going to be a big combat. Like that's what we do here. You're going to have a lot of time between rounds to figure out what you're doing. So unless your turn gets ruined by what happens just before it, you know, like I'm gonna want things to be pretty snappy if we can. I know we've got high level characters, but you know there should be time. I'm not going to be holding it to anything solid, but if I feel like things are dragging out, I might give you like a 30-second wrap up to at least commit to an action, and then we can roll it out. Of course, if you're role playing, go nuts. Like I'm not going to restrict your time on role play because that's, you know, most of the fun. On a similar note, for this game, assume the phrase to any hear me out questions is, to borrow a phrase from one of my favorite DMs, you can certainly try. Just tell me what you're trying to do. Just tell me what you're willing to sacrifice to do it, and I'll have you make a roll and tell you the result, but you lose whatever you're trying, you know. So if you're trying to use your inspiration to get a success, you know, an extra roll on something where you wouldn't actually be able to, which I've seen happen in the past, Grace, you can always try, but it's going to cost you that inspiration whether or not I even decide to let it work, and you're going to have to roll. Last thing, what I'm looking for here is, I don't want you to be asking me what you can get away with, and then when I say no, trying something else. Just tell me what you want to try and do. We'll figure out a way to make it work and make it thematic and, you know, make it fun.
Legit.
Yeah. So the last thing is, normally we're pretty relaxed on declaring inspiration before a roll. Not tonight. If you want to use it, call it before you roll the dice. If you've already rolled it and you go, I want to use my inspiration. No, sorry, too late. So are we all cool with all of that?
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Sweet. Awesome. All right. Well, with that out of the way, let's proceed. Last episode, we left things at a bit of a cliffhanger, with Sven's character, Isra, revealing herself to be a champion of an entity that is perhaps even more dangerous to the realm than the Starfallen Blight was, whom the party had just defeated. We'll not be picking up from there this evening. We won't yet be returning to the snow-covered Rogues-Light Mead Hall that has featured in the last few episodes, nor will we be returning to the original Rogues-Light Tavern where our adventures first began. Tonight, and for you, my noble adventurers, it is nighttime. Tonight, you travel, accompanied by several other adventurers with whom you, and some of our viewers, are well acquainted. Farron Lightward, a cleric of the cosmic light, a young-ish dwarven woman with a penchant for wine. Gavin Rogues-Bane, interdimensional man of mystery, a rakish human rogue with a talent for song and mischief. And Gary, a simple, passionate man of hardcore orcish descent who is always willing to put himself between his friends and harm's way. At this stage, I'd like to give you each a chance to introduce your own characters as part of this party who are exploring the forest this night. Sven, would you like to go first?
Oh yes, I would love to. Thank you, Mark. Tonight, I've got a very special treat for you. I'm going to be playing Professor Grimshaw. He is a 7 foot plus horns Minotaur cleric of Lathander. He is heavily armored, gilded gold and silver armor, carrying a very, very decorated shield upon his back, and just behind that shield you can see what appears to be the shape of a sword, but that sword is wrapped in what appears to be some kind of oilcloth or something like that, so you can't really make out what the sword looks like. That's Professor Grimshaw. But the most notable thing that you see on Professor Grimshaw is, of course, he's a 7 foot tall Minotaur, and he's got a tiny little pair of spectacles, which sit on just on the end of his nose.
Love it. All right, let's look at my screen. Ali, who have you got for us tonight?
Hello. You're playing Scribbles, the goblin. She's a middle-aged goblin, even though she's only 14. She is heavily armored. She's very buff for her very tiny frame. And she carries a quite impressive warhammer in her hands. And there is just this look of utter chaos and mischief on her face. She is ready to wreak some havoc on whatever lays before them.
Love it. All right. Grace, what do you got?
I'm going to be playing... Can't hear me?
No, you're all good. It was just clipped at the start. It's fine. Sorry.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, wait, hang on. Oh, my mic's off. That would be why I fixed it.
Okay.
I'll be playing Misty Stormroller. She is a Water Genasi Cobalt Soul Monk with a little bit of spicy Twilight Cleric in there. Just to,
someone can see in the dark.
Wow. Yeah, just to see in the dark and get that armor buff.
Yep.
She feels absolutely nothing. She's totally devoid of emotion and is very confused by displays of emotion. She's just in the back taking notes on people's armor. She's got a page dedicated in her book to every single member of the party, and she's just going through adding little touches to their I guess she's made their own character sheets in this little book to take back to the library where they store all the information about every single battle ever fought in history. And she just, she's neutral evil. She gives no fucks. She understands nothing, and so she's very self-serving.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. All right, and last but not least, Fizz Cannon. Who have you got for us tonight?
I'm playing a fairy, Bogwort. He has a little familiar named Valerian, which is a sprite.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he looks like a fairy. The only thing that would kind of set him apart is he would probably have children's teeth draped around his neck like a necklace.
Okay. Yep. Nice.
Playing Hexblade Warlock. My hex weapon is probably a pair of pliers.
That's cool. Do we need a token for your familiar?
Nah, you could just use a sprite.
Sprite. We'll get one of those set up for when we get to that point. I need to get rid of some filters to do that. But we'll worry about that in a moment. That's not important right now. All right, excellent. So that's the party you're traveling with. The 3 characters I mentioned before, and the 4 of you. So as you're traveling together through the night for what seems like the 1000th time, in search of lost treasures and relics, you find yourselves in a grove, deep within a dense forest. By your various lights, or in the greystale tones of your dark vision, you can make out pieces of ruined buildings throughout the clearing. As you spread out and explore, Gavin is the first to speak up. He's like, "Oh, hey, over here!" he calls out, and as you gather around him, you see it. A piece of stone foundation set into it a lone staircase descending into the ground. There has to be something down there. This is the grove the Whisper spoke of. And you basically decide this is the thing to explore. So after a short scouting mission, you discover that there is some kind of extensive labyrinth beneath you, and that it may take some time to fully explore. Ooh, someone just got a natural fucking 20 and a bring the pain. Thank you, sir. Froth of the ale. Nice one, brother. All right, so.
Oh, look, a little ruin.
Yeah, so after a short scouting mission, Labyrinth, time to fully explore. To this end, Baron, Gavin, and Gary stay underground to scout the area a little more, while the rest of you return to the surface to establish a proper base camp. It could take weeks to explore this place, and you'll need a safe place to rest in the meantime, in between forays into the labyrinth. After building a sizable bonfire to give a steady source of light, to be able to, set up your camp properly, you realize you haven't received a message from your friends in well over the allotted time frame. So you head back to the stairs, intent on making sure they're okay. This is when you notice the stairs are gone. The foundation remains, but it's just a solid lump of stone. What do you want to do? And now we're going to switch over to the map. Just give me 2 seconds to bring the players over onto the right view. There we go. So you have a bonfire. If we're like in the scene here, so you can see the ruins around you. If we have the screen up now, there's a few like low walls. They're maybe 10 feet high. These circles are like stone pillars. They're probably about 30 feet high. Otherwise, you've got rocks, bushes, some trees and stuff. The fire gives out light it's bright light 20 feet around it, dim light a further 20 feet. The other area you can see is the extent of 60 feet dark vision. I understand some of you may have significantly more than that. So when it matters, I will reveal what's beyond that if it becomes necessary. So for the moment, what would you like to do? Your friends are apparently trapped underground.
This is quite embarrassing. It appears that we seem to have misplaced the stairs. Who filled it in?
It's not there. I don't understand. Where are the stairs gone? Is this common? Does this happen often, or?
Oh no, I forget sometimes. You must not have stairs where you're from. No, generally speaking, stairs remain stationary. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, they stay in one place.
I'm aware. I am aware of how stairs function. I'm just confused as to why these ones have disappeared.
Oh, yes, no, of course. I'm sorry. And he turns towards who's with me here. The goblin. He gives you a little wink. Scribbles.
Scribbles will give him a wink back.
You see what I did there? You see, you have to get on their level and talk very slowly.
Oh yes, she's quite stupid.
Yes.
I can hear you, mortals.
Oh,
I understand what you were
of course
saying.
You can.
I am
so
quite
sorry.
perceptive.
Yes. Oh, tell me. Have you been practicing your letters?
I can read and write. I am above average intelligence.
Yes, of course. Of course. Now, back to the stairs. What was his name? Oh, Bogwart! Bogwart!
Yeah.
It appears we've misplaced the stairs.
Where were the stairs on the map? Like where this rock is?
Now, basically where you guys are, in the middle of that, there's not a rock on it, but there's that little rock.
Okay.
I do not believe we have
misplaced
the stairs. I believe the stairs have disappeared. Misplaced would be the incorrect word for this sentence. I believe disappeared would be better fitting.
Yes. I don't know where they're at. I'll try to look for them.
Yes, yeah, you should do that. Have a look around. Try not to stray too far away from our campfire, of course. And let me know if you find the stairs. Now, if you're wondering what they look like, I'm sure they were made of stone of some sort, and they would go horizontally and then drop dramatically on a vertical plane, and then continue again very briefly on a horizontal plane before traveling again on a vertical plane. Does that clear things
That's
up?
very specific.
Yep.
Wonderful.
All right. So, were you taking a look around, Fizz? Bogwart, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. What's the range of your vision? And I assume you have dark vision as a fairy.
I have the devil's eyes.
So 120 feet. Yep. Cool.
But
just
perception's it's wonderful.
yeah. Did you roll one?
No.
No. Can you please?
Yeah, here it comes.
Excellent.
Nice.
How'd you do? 17. Not
bad.
All right. So looking around, you can't see the stairs anywhere. They're gone. But what you can see, just sort of at the very corner of your vision, like at the very edges of it, a lone figure standing on, and this, you notice this sort of for the first time at the far edge of the clearing. There's a rock wall, as if there's like at the edge of a cliff. There's a ledge just above it, and you can just make out a lone figure standing on the ledge, watching you. What do you want to do?
I'll probably ask Valerian to go back and let the others know. Valerian would be invisible.
This is, you haven't had to move to see this. Like, you just, like, as you start around. Yeah.
Well, I guess I would just, hey, we're being watched, and kind of motion with my head,
Yep.
or my flight.
So what I'm going to do at this point is reveal all of the fog of war. So the map is about 140 feet, like the far edges of the map are about 140 feet from where you guys are. So Fizz, with your dark vision, you'll just be able to see the token that's revealed. Anyone with 120 feet or greater will be able to see it. Anyone with less than that won't.
A visitor. Oh, wonderful. He'll have a look, see what he can see.
Yeah, I swear he's there.
So you see a lone figure, in sort of tall, gaunt-looking, in a flowing robe. It would, you wouldn't be able to make out the color of it, but it would seem to be like a rich, deep color.
Oh, wonderful. Perhaps he's come to learn about the Inspiration's Dawn. Hello there, traveler. Tell me, have you heard the good word of the Bringer of the Dawn?
I would ask Minotaur.
Go on.
I would ask Minotaur that you possibly remain quiet. I don't think he is here for a polite conversation.
Oh, nonsense.
You are welcome to attempt to converse with him, but I feel he is here for aggressive means.
He's wearing robes. That must mean he's a fellow intellectual.
Or he enjoys wearing robes.
Do you hear that? He's laughing. He's a happy fellow.
I do not think that is a laugh. I think it is a cackle. Goblin, do you concur?
We can sort this out. Excuse me, sir. We're having a bit of a problem. My companion here believes you are cackling, and I believe you are laughing. Could you please let my companion know that you are, in fact, just laughing? Of course.
Fools.
Well, that's just rude.
You do not know what it is you have walked into. You do not belong here. But you should know your friends' lives are already forfeit to the Master. And yours shall be henceforth.
And could I please have everybody roll initiative?
Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention this. Before we roll for initiative, I'd like to do that thing that Patch does, which I forget what it's called, when you put your hand on yourself.
Yep, you may absolutely do it on yourself. Yep, and I'll bring Sprite in for you. So yes, you can have advantage on your own initiative. If with that, like, I kind of figured if you wanted to give it to someone else, I would have wanted you to mention it before, but you can certainly give it to yourself.
Well, I won't be giving it to anyone else for the course of this game, so just assume every time I roll initiative.
Well, there's only going to be this one roll, so it's fine.
Ah, amazing.
All right, so I got 20.
You got 20. Excellent.
And 18
really
plus
bad.
a 2.
I got
So
10.
token options. Alright.
18? How'd you get 18 on your initiative?
I rolled a d20 and it landed upon the digits 1 and an 8.
Oh, I thought you had like a physical 18 on your initiative on your character
I
check,
roll.
and
I
was like,
just
that's
roll.
so
No.
weird.
Alright, there we go. So you should have a token there now. For Sprite.
Absolutely.
Yep, excellent. You should have control and you should have access to the stat block if you need it. Alright, well, with that roll, Professor Grimshaw, you actually do have the first turn.
Alright.
If everyone's rolled their initiative so far, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, excellent. So, yep, Professor Grimshaw is up first.
Where is he? Where is our new cackling fiend?
On the left. Top left.
Top left? Oh, there he is. I suppose I can't see him. It's darkness, right?
Yes.
I'll try to light him up.
This.
It would seem he's up there on a cliff, on a ledge, on a precipice. There are multiple words for what he's standing upon.
He will cast at a first level protection from evil and good, because I can't think of what else to do, and he will cast that upon, let's roll a d4.
As you're talking, you see the little sprite like looking into your mouth. It's just darting around, trying to get a good view at your like molars and.
Oh, you're still here. Please, I'm trying to cast a spell. Stop it. Get away. Foul creature. I rolled a 1, which means this protection from good and evil is being cast on Bogwart, and that is a touch spell. So I'm going to walk over to him and cast that spell as an action, and then I'm going.
And that does what exactly?
So
just briefly.
For protection from good and evil, it grants several benefits. Creatures of those type, that is, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead, have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target, and the target also can't be charmed. You know what? I'm actually gonna play this better. I'm gonna cast this on our melee fighter, the goblinoid.
Right.
So I'm gonna cast that on Scribbles.
I feel like you came over to touch me, and I was too like darting around. So you just like forget it.
Stand still. Scribbles. Perhaps you would be a better target for this. Stand still, Scribbles. And he holds his shield aloft, and he utters a brief prayer to Lathander. He says, "O Commander of Creativity, bless this one with protection, whence they cannot protect themselves, and touch you, granting you protection from good and evil."
Excellent.
Thanks.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Now go get them, sport. Slaps you on the shoulder.
Is that it?
That's it.
Well, with that, poetically, it is Scribble's turn.
Okay, Scribbles is going to run as far as she can because she can't see anything.
Yep.
Which is 40 feet, so she's going to move 80. How far does that get her? 5 to... It's about there. Okay, she's gonna run to about here.
Okay. Excellent.
Can she now see him?
Oh, what's her range of dark vision? 60 feet?
60, yeah. She can
100%.
just see him.
Yep, she can see him.
Awesome.
Yep.
Only got a bonus action left.
Mm-hmm.
So she is just going to... Ooh. How dense is the foliage? Is there like a bush she can like hide in?
Yeah, just behind her.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
She'll stay in this bush and she will attempt to hide.
Okay. Can you roll stealth for me, please?
Thank you. Okay. With disadvantage, cause armor. That could have been good, but it's an 11.
Yeah, you can feel this being's eyes just glaring right at you. And it's just tilts its head and it's just like, hello, little one.
She's gonna put her hands over her ears.
Alright, with that, it is the being's turn. It looks down at you and smiles. It looks back at and when I say smiles, it's like its mouth moves into the approximation of a smile. There's only a couple of teeth there, if they're even teeth, like you're not really sure. And its eyes flare with a purplish, reddish, burning energy. It extends both of its hands, bony and twisted and gnarled. And you can hear it muttering, Master of Whispers, lend me your aid. Bring forth the armies of the damned. And with that...
Counter spell. Just kidding.
Yeah, nice try. It's not a spell. I have some things I need to select. Just give me a moment.
In the words of Sven, a couple things are about to happen.
Yes. I think that's everything. You want to deselect that one.
What's he saying there, Scribbles?
The scary stuff.
Oh,
I can't hear it though.
The ground begins to writhe and rupture. You can hear wails on the air as spirits begin to form and shift through the air. And if this ever actually does the thing, I might have to do this in groups.
Can anyone else hear wails?
An entire legion of the damned rises from the ground before you. The moans, the howls. You look around, there are all sorts of various undead creatures arrayed before you, and all of them have their attention fixed upon you. So this combat tracker now looks vastly different.
Thanks.
With that,
God.
with that, the creature looks down once more. Smiles as it does at Scribbles. And points. Oops, I didn't mean to click that button. You wish you were hiding. A beam of negative energy erupts from its fingertip and strikes out at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay. Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, that's not gonna be enough.
Piece of shit.
Okay, I need to roll some dice.
Oh wow. My combat
I don't want the first nat one.
Perhaps now is a good time to practice our numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You take 57 points of necrotic damage.
5 zombies.
And now it is Misty's turn.
Misty doesn't want to go next. Misty wants to crawl into a hole and die.
I told you.
Oh God, you're forcing me to be unselfish. I hate you. Misty will look around at her, I guess for all intents and purposes, compatriots, and be like, I understand you have no vision in the dark. This will not be an asset to my research. As such, I will share my dark vision with you just this once, but just know that this is not something I take lightly. And she's going to share It's a shame you moved, because I was going to give you my 300 feet of dark vision,
Grace,
but then you moved off.
as your one freebie, I'm going to say that since you guys have been working together for quite a while, being that you're level 17 characters, you have figured out how to share that with the party at range.
Automatically?
So it will also go to Scribbles. I knew this was going to be in there, and that way we just don't have to worry about that. It's one mechanic that we don't have to worry about. If they're within range of the fire, they're in bright light. If they're outside, it's black and white and dim for everybody.
Right. Well, they all get 300 feet of dark vision. And Misty is going to put her notebook away and just like wrap her bindings tighter and get ready to smash things, because that was my action.
All right. No worries.
And I can't really do anything as a bonus action, so that's it.
All good. So at this point, I need to zoom in a little bit so I can see where some of these guys are. There's one. Open this stat block. So we're up to the first group of monsters. Move 30 feet. Do that and that. Oh, and that. Excellent. Okay, cool. So 5, 10, 4, 5, 6. So the first ones to move are the whites. They advance.
No need to bring race into it.
WIGHT. It's a fantasy creature that you should be aware of.
Next up will be the Krakens.
Yep, 100%.
Hey.
Sorry.
I'm a Floridian man.
Are there any more of these guys? Yep, one more there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I feel like we should have an added card, which is just remove every creature from the board.
One of you has an ability that may allow you to do something along those lines. Just a class ability. Just a class ability.
Yeah.
One of you has something that might be very useful depending on a dice roll.
That wouldn't require a percentile check, would it, Mark?
It probably would. Okay, so at this point, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whites. I do believe that is all of them. So we have one can kind of see Misty. That one can kind of see Professor Grimshaw or Misty. Alright, so only 4 of them really have shots with their longbows. 2 of them can see Misty, 2 of them can see Professor Grimshaw. It's going to be at half cover. So they are, I'm going to roll 1 for each of you. So this is the 2 shots with 1 roll at Professor Grimshaw with half cover. So that's going to be a 14 with your bonus. Without your bonus, it's not going to come close. So the second 2 at Misty. That's 1 roll. That's also going to miss. That was only a 10. So that is those guys. Moving right along. Who's next? Do I really only have... Okay.
Ooh. They shot a little arrow at me. Isn't that cute? Did you see that, Misty?
Yeah. They are not very dexterous, are they?
Bogwart, your turn, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me.
Yep.
I'm like, wow. Pay attention, people.
By the way, I would like to let you all know, for those of you that are dungeon masters that use above VTT, if you weren't aware, there is a limit to how many actors you can fit in the combat tracker.
Yeah, what is it? 250?
I don't know. I think it's got more to do with the space of the images thing, but I'm using mostly like base tokens, so I couldn't really do much about it. I had to delete a significant portion of what you were going to be basing.
Yeah, I think you've gone a little bit overboard tonight, but
yeah, I'm aware. That's why I'm rolling in groups.
Something you can do since you're rolling in groups is delete all everything below and just keep the top one.
Yeah.
No, I mean in the combat tracker.
The reason I'm not doing that is so if I need to find them with the ping, I can.
Oh, fair enough. Yep. Okay, my turn. Bogwart's turn. He's gonna turn invisible. How do you want me to handle the sprite? You want to roll into the combat tracker?
Act on your turn.
Okay. Also have him turn invisible.
Okay. Anything else?
Movement.
Movement. All right. So invisibility. Do you still need to roll stealth?
Basically, yeah, it makes me heavily obscure.
Yeah.
But it's not taking the hide action, so
Yeah.
it allows me to take the hide action.
Yeah, cool. All right, sweet. That's cool. All right, no buckets. Is that it? Or anything else?
That's it.
All right, cool. So initiative order 8. Next one. So and I'm not going to bother trying to hide what things are. Like it's all pretty obvious. So the ogre zombies are next up. And they're going to do what zombies do and shamble towards you. What?
I just did an aura that covered everything. That's my bad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
There's 4 of us, and not one of us picked paladin, and we're all fighting undead things.
I know. If we only had a cleric in the party.
If only there was a cleric.
If only there was a cleric. So the ogre zombies all shamble forward. You know what? Because they're being spurned forward by their master, they are going to dash. So, trying to get closer to you. Two, three, 4, 5. I'm just going to stop about there. So that will be them, and then on to, I haven't used these guys since like the first episode, the Dueler Hands. Let's see.
I love that monster. The heads. It was so hard to keep track of the heads.
I'm not going to be going that for that. I probably won't be using that much. But I've got a lot of mechanics in here that will probably end up getting ignored. Honestly, it's all about having the horde of undead.
Yeah.
So you can go like that far. Relax, and then okay, he's going to fire off sort of through. So this is like a tree, so it's like he's got a trunk that he can sort of fire around, but still going to be half cover. He's going to fire off a flaming fiery skull attack at Misty for a 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits. Is it a crit?
No.
No? Okay, yeah, well that hits.
15 fire damage.
Yep.
That would be that one, and then this one is going to do a similar thing and fire off one of those at Professor Grimshaw for a 23 to hit.
A 23 is a hit.
Yep. All right. Is that taking into account your extra AC from the half cover?
Then it's not a hit.
Okay, so that one misses you. Moving right along, we have... That one's also supposed to be at a lower initiative order, so let's move that down. These guys, right, what can they do? Skeletal alchemists. You see like some skeletons towards the back of the pack, up under the ledge where your main opponent stands, sort of in draping robes. They seem a bit weird, but they've got that and that. Yep, cool as fuck. They're just gonna reach into their robes and pull out these flasks of bubbling liquid. You can't really see what color they are at this point, and start hurling them. And they're all going to hurl them at Scribbles. Just checking range. Okay, that'll be
How
long
about
range.
we do true things at the goblin?
Long range. Yeah, they're all basically at long range except for maybe one of them.
Or bush.
So, yeah, so I'm just going to call it a single roll at long range and see whether or not they hit.
It has disadvantage against me,
Yes, because of the long range.
and because of protection from good and evil.
Protects you.
Oh, well, double disadvantage.
So roll 4 d20s and take the loss.
So no, that doesn't happen. They rolled a 5, so they all
Automatic, no.
missed. So you just hear this crash, 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 as these glass vials splash, and you can hear like that as the foliage around you is burning with what sounds like acidic kind of nature. So
sure
that was
she's
lucky.
She's
in
just
the one
covering
dry
her
spot.
ears,
Yeah.
screaming, "I can't hear you!"
That's hilarious. What can this Skull Lord do? I wonder. Alright, all of these things. Oh wow, all of these things. So yeah, I'm just... wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. That's really, really cool. So this one's going to start by casting... No, that's going to be too much to remember. How far can it move? 30, moving forward. There, that's melee, that's melee. It's just gonna do a... I don't know, I think maybe you feel like they're toying with you a little bit. First level magic missile. Just for the fuck of it. Why not? 4+1. Do you have anything that allows you to escape from magic missile? Scribbles, do you have the shield spell or anything?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. You're going to take 2 force damage. As this skeletal, like, 3-headed Gold Lord just kind of reaches out towards you and has a similar kind of weird, like, lopsided jaw, like he's trying to imitate the grin on the guy on the cliff edge's face, and just like points his finger at you, similar to before, but instead of the ray that you got hit with before, it's just this single bolt of purple energy, just like stings you a little bit. That's pretty easy. Moving right along. Oh, this one. So this ginormous, you know, like, and I mean giant-sized skeleton, just shambles up to you and takes a couple of great big swings at disadvantage because of the protection.
No.
So that will be an 11 to hit. So I'm guessing that's a no.
Misses.
Yay.
Yay.
And then rolling again, and that will be a 19 to hit.
That misses.
Wow, excellent. So the skeletal frost giant misses you, and we're moving along to the next one. So we have these guys. This one's going to probably be able to reach you. This one won't. Let me just double check. 30 feet, so to there. That one's going to rush forward and then probably dash, but it won't get to attack. 2 more here somewhere. That one's going to go to there and also dash. There. So that's 2, and there's 1 more. So that's that. Moving right along. Zombies. Wow, there's so many zombies. I'm just gonna like move these guys up in a horde.
And that's how you speed up combat.
Yep. So many fucking zombies. They're just sort of shambling ahead. They're not, you know, being directed specifically to do anything. They're just doing the thing that zombies do. So they're going to move ahead 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Any of them standing on anyone in particular? No. Did any of them reach any of you? No. Good. That's the zombies' turn.
Wow.
Moving right along.
I just watched them all move up.
Yeah. Yep, just like, how are we doing that? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, that's right. Yep, okay. Cool. So, this stage.
All right.
Just having a look at this guy. Let's do a little rolly roll here. Does anyone have a passive perception higher than 19? Or 19 or higher?
I do.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys will notice to the south on this little raised ledge, another creature jumps up from behind the wall as it begins to move towards you. Bangs. Otherwise humanoid looking, moving swiftly. What else can it do? All of those things. Alright, just to make things easier, because legendary actions are a bitch and they're meant to happen like in between your turns, and I'm like really not keeping track of all of that. If something has a legendary action that's not too hectic, I'm going to allow creatures to use them at the end of their turns, just to make things a bit more expedient. So this one has one where it can move, so it's going to move. It's going to dash another 30 feet, and then use that to get to there. It is out of actions. so it's not going to be able to do anything. But it is now right there before Misty.
You can surrender as a free action.
Do I get an attack of opportunity because it's within 5 feet of me?
Absolutely not, because it hasn't left your melee range for 1, and 2, the ability it just used specifically states that it can move 30 feet without provoking attacks of opportunity. So
oh my god, is that a vampire?
Face. Yes, that is a vampire.
It's Edward!
I'm so excited!
Yeah, so it used everything it had that turn to get to you. It's now standing there. That's it. We're moving along to the wraiths. They are next. 60-foot fly speed. Where are my wraiths at? Here's one. Oh, you know what, Scribbles? You got lucky. I forgot to roll the attack for that ghast that came down at you before. So we just stood there being all like, boo. Because, you know, kind of makes sense for a ghast, though. But the
and I'm hiding. Jeez.
Oh, you think
Jeez, Mark, no one can see me.
Yeah, totally not. And you're totally not now surrounded by wraiths.
Not at all.
No. So it's like 2, 4, 6.
I know you cast protection from evil and good, but I feel like you cast like undead attractant on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like a shining beacon.
It's more to do with your positioning than anything.
I wouldn't worry about it. She's so very small.
Did I miss any? Yeah.
This makes her an ideal target for attacks. She's weak and vulnerable.
Yes, but she's very small and hard to hit. Honestly, sometimes I forget that she's even here.
All right.
That is true.
And,
that size makes her difficult to notice.
The wraiths move around. One of them is going to, or 2 of them are going to have attacks over here. So this will be a life drain attack. So we have 2 of them at disadvantage. I'm rolling once. Is that a 10? I don't think a 10's going to hit you. So don't worry about that. And moving right along, we are now back to the top of the round. It is Professor Grimshaw's turn.
Alright, Professor Grimshaw, as all this is happening.
We were back to the top of the round when the vampire struck, but yes, sorry, we're back to the top of where we started before.
That's right. While all this is going on, Professor Grimshaw has actually removed that oil bandage wrapping that he had on his back, and he's started to unwrap it, and as he does so, you can see this immaculate obsidian sword that sort of, as it catches the light from the fire, it shines in this ethereal sort of dull grey that sort of it's uncomfortable even to look at, and he holds the sword up high and he's going to use it to cast a spell. Now, let's go through this. Are any of these creatures, because I can see them all with, you gave me 300 feet of dark vision, right?
Yes, you can see them all.
I did.
Are any of these celestials, elementals, fays, or fiends?
No.
Okay. Alright.
They are all, because being a cleric of the Lathander, you said?
Undead.
Lathander? Yes. Yeah, they are all undead.
He holds this sword aloft, and he's like, a monitor! And do any of them have 20 or fewer hit points?
Many of them, actually.
Alright. Get them to roll a charisma saving throw for me.
I'm gonna need 200 charisma saving throws.
Probably, but look, so I'm gonna do it by group again, like we did. So the skeletons definitely have less than that. So what do you take? Charisma saving throw?
Charisma save, yep.
And this is everything on the board.
Every creature I can see.
Every creature you can see, which is all of them.
Which is all of them.
Thank God.
This is just the beginning. So buckle yourselves in, guys.
9 on the skeleton, so they're a fail. Let's just keep track of what fails first, and we'll come back to what happens, so we can do it all at once.
Alright, so 9 skeletons fail.
The skeletons all fail. There's way more than 9 of them.
Okay.
What do you, less than how many hit points? 20.
So that's lit up for anything less than 20.
Scrolling through, what else have we got?
I'll write this down so I can help you out. So
started doing that.
Okay, sadly for you.
Yep.
That's it. Just the skeletons.
That's all right. That's just the beginning. So 9 skeletons failed.
No. I rolled a 9. They all failed. I said I was rolling them all together.
Okay.
So all of the skeletons have failed. What happens to the skeletons that failed that save?
All right. So the skeletons that failed that save die instantly.
Oh yeah. Excellent. Oh great. Well, there goes like a third of my army.
Okay.
How does this happen?
So, like I said, he holds that sword aloft above his head, catching the light from the fire that casts this unnerving grey light that flickers across the battlefield like water reflecting in a pool. And as that light touches these things, they just burst into a cloud of ash, like the end of the Infinity War movie. Can't remember which one it is. And they're gone. Yep. Now, moving on. Does anything have 30 or fewer hit points?
Yes, there will be quite a bit of that. What do they need to do?
Same thing, charisma save.
Alright, so let's start with the ghouls.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, this is okay.
No, this is very helpful, thank you.
Yeah, no, please, get rid of them.
Charisma save.
We haven't got any of the ones around me. I would like those ones.
Yeah. 13.
13 is... I need to see what the actual... I guess it's just my one, so that's a fail. So everything that has 30 or hit points or fewer that failed that save is now blinded, deafened, and stunned for 1 hour.
Oh, alright, I'm just going to... Wow. I'm just going to check the zombies. Roll their charisma save. So, zombies got an 11. That will also be a fail, so you got them. What else have we got that's... What did you say, 40 or fewer?
30 or fewer. So blind,
30 or fewer, alright. So,
deafened,
ghouls and zombies have both failed. I'm just checking for others. No, just the ghouls and the zombies. So, all of the ghouls and zombies have failed. So I will go ahead and... So they're blinded, deafened, and stunned, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so... Not immune. So then neither of them are immune. So, alright, so all of the ghouls and zombies, rather than marking them, we're just going to remember they are all stunned, blinded, and deafened. So if you don't touch them... Oh, you can just fucking wail on them. They can't do shit.
Yep.
Unless I cast a spell from something else to clear that or something. Alright, yep, cool.
Alright, now... Does anything have 40 or fewer hit points?
Well, including those things?
Well, it'll just
things.
stack with what they've already got. So anything between 30 to 40.
All right, cool. Yeah, yes. So we have the Ghast will be in this. The Skeletal Alchemist will be in this, and plus those guys that have already been affected.
Another saving throw.
Yep, from everyone, I'm guessing. So
whoever has that, yep, between 30 to 40.
Fine. Yep, let's find it. Oh, between 30 to 40. I don't need to do it on the other guys that are already stunned and stuff.
No, the ones that are already stunned, don't worry about them.
Okay, so we've got a 12 on the Ghast, so that's a failure, I'm guessing. And
correct.
Then the Skeletal Alchemists will be a natural 20, so they pass.
They pass.
19. But it's a natural 20, so they pass.
Natural 20 on a saving throw, is that an automatic success?
I don't care if it is or it isn't, it is today.
Alright, so it's just the Ghast then. They will be, I just went out of it by accident, but they're going to be blinded and deafened for a amount of time that is equal to, where is it? There it is. 10 minutes.
Okay, so ages. I think I have 4 of those guys. Is that right? Yes. So I will actually put markers on them because there's only a few of them. So you said blinded and deafened. There's deafened and there's blinded. There we go. No worries. Done.
Lastly, 50 or fewer.
Let's see what's left. That is at that point. Yep. So we have the ghosts, the whites. Yep, ghosts and whites.
Saving throw. charisma.
Ghosty. They do a bit better with these. They got a 7. So that's a fail. And then the whites. Got a 4. So they both fail as well.
Alright, so I don't think it matters too much, but they can't hear the insults we'll hurl at them because they're deafened for a minute.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Alright, that's an action. I don't want to take up too much time, but I am going to step forward over to over there. There we go. That's the end of my turn.
No worries. Just grab these whites and pull out the deafened thing because I'll probably need that. Where's the rest of it? I think that's it. Yep. Cool. Conditions. Alright. Moving right along from Professor Grimshaw, we have. Back to the pack. Frost Giant Zombie. Now it can move 40 feet, so it's going to. And it can do that to that range. Cool. So it's going to go 10, 15, 20, 25. Probably about that far because otherwise it's got things in its way. And it's going
He should be able to walk right over them.
I mean, yeah, but he can't make it. He hasn't got enough movement to make it all the way through them, so I'm just going to have him wait until he does.
All good.
And then he's going to hurl a rock at Professor Grimshaw, who just wiped out half the army and seems to have vectored the rest of them. Oh, hang on. You'd be within. Are you within 60? Are you within 60? Nope. Alright, long range, lucky you. Disadvantage. With a great big giant rock. 22 to hit. Is that enough?
Yeah, that is going to hit just.
Excellent. So Professor Grimshaw will take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as the frost giant picks up a rock off the ground and just like lobs it, smashes you in the face. Doesn't break your horns, but it might dislodge your little spectacles just a little bit. Doesn't break them, but just like.
Okay, no problem.
Cool. So that's that one. Moving right along. It's ghosts. Now they were deafened, right? And something else.
The ghost.
Deafened and blinded.
Just deafened.
Just deafened. All right. So they don't really need to be able to hear. To do things.
I've got a concentration check. Grim.
What am I concentrating on? Good and evil, right?
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
No problem.
Not that it's doing much.
Alright, so
Nice.
a 14 on the
right.
concentration check, I believe.
I think that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. It was only 17 points of damage.
Alright. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, when it gets to your next turns, anyone that can see these ghosts that are now getting to be within 60 feet of you need to give me wisdom saves. But in the meantime, how fast can these motherfuckers fly? Let's find out. 40 feet. Alright, that's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go that way. Alright. So it probably just do anything at long range. No, but you know what? I'm just going to tweak things a little bit here again because I've got so many things that I'm using here. Oh, this is an action. Oh, excellent. So Misty and Professor Grimshaw and and Bogwart, I need you all to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is this a magical effect, right?
Yes, you have resistance.
Wisdom saving throw. Alright, so a 22.
Yep.
Oh, brilliant.
Yep.
Nice.
Is that everyone 13 or above?
Yeah.
Yep, you're all fine.
Yep. Awesome.
Cool as. And that's going to be like, we'll say that's what all the ghosts do. They all kind of just like rush forward. And actually, can I get that save from Scribbles as well, please? Because you have some ghosts near you, and I'm just going to estimate them.
Yeah. I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Okay.
Does that factor in here?
It does, but still roll the save for me.
Okay.
Should I roll for familiar?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
To 28.
Ah, the blessed dawn protects you.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Alright, so that is the ghost. Next up we have the stunned ghoul. So now, I do believe creatures get saving throw at the end of their turn, yes?
For what? For stunned?
Break free of stunned
Nope.
and other such conditions.
Unless it says so specifically in the spell or whatever effect it is that made them stunned in the first place, that is not a thing.
Yeah, I think he was like 2d4 minutes or something. It was
Right.
bad.
It's an
It
hour.
was real bad.
No, so they're effectively out of the combat, so that's fine. So skipping past the ghouls. Scribbles, you're up. Can't
Okay.
hear you. There we go.
Yay. Yeah. Okay. Wah. Wah. I'm going to...
You've got this.
Yes. No, I don't.
They're just undead.
I'm going to use a bonus action to disengage. And I'm going to move about to... Okay, wait. Is it moving through someone's space is
Space.
difficult terrain? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I can get over to this guy, I think. Cool.
Yep.
And then I will attack this person twice.
Okay. Go be luck.
29 hits, I assume.
Yes. Yes, it does.
That's 10 damage for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then second hit, 19 to hit.
Yes.
That's another 10 damage.
I assume that's a magical weapon.
Yes, it's +2 Warhammer.
Yep. Cool as.
And that is everything.
It snarls at you and draws its longsword.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Are the whites? No, the whites aren't stunned. The whites don't. What happened to the whites? They're at 40 to 50 hit points bracket.
Deafened.
Deafened. Yeah, so he can't hear you, but he can definitely see you. Alright, cool.
I'm just gonna yell at it. I can't hear you either.
It also can't hear its commands, so that's fun.
Yep. Excellent. Alright, no worries. No worries at all. Moving right along. It will be the Bone Claw's turn. What will they do? These guys. Have a look here. Okay, they're a bit sneaky. Ooh. 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 Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see how close I can get these.
So, do we have any plans?
It's kill everything. Or run.
plans. I'm working on it. I'm having a look here because I'm a bit unsure about a particular spell.
I guess I would like yell out.
Guys.
Should I take out the guy on top, like the main guy? No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, please.
Um,
Thank.
All right.
My question would be for you guys. what are you the most concerned about? Because whatever you're the most concerned about,
Your life.
I'll go other than my life, what monster on the board are you most concerned about? Because from there I can extract aspects and then we can learn everything about it and then...
Everything moving towards me, Grace.
The thing that I'm most concerned about is how many people are turning away from the true faith of Lathander.
I'm converting at this point.
Wonderful. All that we needed was a horde of undead.
Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you, please, Scribbles?
Uh-huh.
This bone claw comes rushing. It's just a large skeletal with muscle sort of sinew still
Not
on.
great. It's 14.
Meets it, beats it.
Hallelujah.
You avoid the damage from this necrotic, energy burst as this thing just vanishes from in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Reappears. There next to Misty. And that will be the end of its turn. Or the end of all of their turns. Okay, next up we have these guys. Let me see what they can do. I need to roll something. Yeah, cool. Does anyone have a passing perception of 26 or higher?
Nope.
Nope.
We check. 9.
Yep, no. Alright, cool. These guys are going to stay a bit sneaky for the moment.
I got a question.
Yes?
Fizz, maybe you know the answer to this. The magic circle, does that affect one creature?
Don't know.
Don't know.
No.
The spell says choose one or more of the following types of creatures, and then later on it goes on to say a creature cannot enter.
I know so I don't know about the creatures, but I know that it takes like a minute or 10 minutes to cast it.
I think that our creature thing is
correct.
just general.
Yeah.
Speaking like a creature can't do this, so any creature would be our creature.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't aware of the casting time there. I thought that was less.
It's almost like it's a spell that has to be used like a trap.
Yeah.
Like we lure them to it, kind of a thing, and then you can like instant activate it when they're in the area. But I remember you doing that earlier when we were setting up camp, right?
Yes, let's have a flashback. Remember when I spent the last 24 hours casting the Hallow spell upon the ground here?
Had you had any idea that you might be facing undead, or had you said that as I suppose I didn't give you a chance to set up camp, but you really only got a chance to build the fire, and then this happened.
I mean, that's what we mean by set up camp.
Yeah.
Lay out the traps.
Yeah, that would have been if this hadn't happened immediately as soon as you had just built the light source. I mean, that was the first thing you did.
Clearly, you haven't played with us for a long time, because our party always builds the light source at the end.
That's right.
It's like a tradition.
Standard operating procedures to hallow the ground upon which we rest. We want to be blessed by the morning lord when the sun rises over the hills in the morning.
Roll a d20.
Oh,
ever since
fantastic.
we went and grabbed that log and it happened to be a tree app. But always.
Ben, roll me a d20.
That's a 12.
Yeah, no. You forgot.
I tried.
Yeah, nice try. So that one's going to get to there, and then it is going to see its living, smaller brethren and continue moving. Trying to get closer. You see a much larger skeletal version of perhaps one of your ancestors charging towards you, but it doesn't quite make it. Professor Grimshaw.
Uncle Roger, is that you? You lost some weight, congratulations.
Oh dear.
As the medium-sized creature.
Yeah,
The large.
Excuse me.
He was always a large man.
Oh, that's right. I need to mark off that spell slot from before. Oh, no.
You know,
that
a weak spot for dates. All that sugar.
How many hit points do you currently have, Scribbles?
175.
Does anyone have less than 100?
No.
No, get out of here. Do I have less than
No?
100?
Okay.
I have 105.
Fine. Sorry, what?
There's my familiar.
Yeah, I know. But no, that's no fun. That's no fun. What else can this thing do? What's this stuff? Who's that fun one? I can't remember what level that spell is. It hasn't, it doesn't, I will be disappointed. How does this thing not have fly? That's just disappointing.
Not have lie? Like deception?
Fly, as in...
Oh.
Yeah. That's just disappointing. Oh, well.
What is it?
Well, this thing that's standing on the cliff in a robe. Trying to kill you all. Oh, well. In that case... let me see. Yes, well... It's, going to wave its hand. And disappear.
Oh, good. It's over.
Sure it is. Do any of you have true sight?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
True sight to how far?
Infinity. There's no range. Also, I have the X-ray vision as well. I was kind of curious about that with the ground when you said it was.
Alright.
It was gone. I was like, do I see it like as an illusion or? But I didn't mention it, so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're just gone. You have like, yeah, you can't see through it. But so you notice that this creature it's still there for all intents and purposes. But to everyone else who doesn't have true sight, you can't see it. And then I'm guessing it's a full action. So
I got it from that cursed item you gave me.
yes. Excellent. That makes sense. In that case, it will. How far up did I say it was? I didn't, did I? Good. It's just going to float. That's brilliant. It's turn for now. It begins to advance on you guys. And Misty, it's your turn.
Amazing. I did just send you a message.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. I just need to know because it will depend on what I'm doing.
Not at all. Not anymore. If
Not
you don't want
anymore?
to, you don't have to. It's totally up to you.
Amazing. And the
it was
second
just
part of
until
the
one time.
message? And the second part of the message?
Oh, let me have a look at your inventory. I've got your sheet up here, so...
Or maybe I had it up before and I just picked the wrong one.
It's turned on.
Is it?
The green one, the splint armor.
Oh! I thought I put plate armor on.
No,
Oh, far out. I put the wrong one on.
it's only a 1 point difference in armor class, so we can consider you armor class 18 for now if you like. That's fine.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all good. No worries.
Okay.
Right,
Right. A few things are gonna happen. I'm gonna steal that line a lot from you, Sven. I've actually written it down and coordinated it because I'm gonna be doing the same thing every single turn.
Jeez,
So-
okay. What are you doing?
Right. Okay, so the vampire is gonna get a nice little thwacky wacky. So I'm gonna attack it.
Sure. Go ahead.
Da-dee-da-dee-da. La-dee-da-dee-da. That is a 27 to hit. How's that do?
I think that.
Yep, I'm gonna hit it again.
Just making sure it can't do anything else, kind of,
That's a 23 to hit. How's that go?
That also hits.
Okay, I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows. Are you okay with that?
As long as you spend the key point.
Yep, awesome. So I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna do a very similar thing that you do with your monsters. So is it alright if I just roll a hit for, roll all of my hits and then roll all the damage?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Okay, well, one. We'll do two more.
Yeah.
That's 33 to hit.
Yep.
And 17 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah. No, that's a hit as well.
That's a 1.
Okay, so...
Oh, it's a 1. Sorry. Yeah, that's a miss.
Oh, boo!
Yeah,
It's still
sorry.
17 to hit, though!
Doesn't matter. It's a nat 1.
Oh, that sucks.
Fucked
That's
up.
right.
And perhaps if you were trying to hide it, something might be revealed as you fumble with that last thing. So are you trying to hide that thing?
I think perhaps the bandage, she keeps wrappings on her hands. I think perhaps the wrappings would start coming loose.
All right. Can I get a perception check from Professor Grimshaw, please?
A perception check from Professor Grimshaw. Of course.
He's not gonna like this. He's not gonna like this at all.
That is a 17.
Good enough, and it even matches the fumble total hit roll. So you notice as these wrappings come loose, the rotting sort of nature of the hand that is attached to the end of Misty's arm, and you recognize it instantly, and so does the sword in your hands. It immediately begins to whisper in your ear, "There it is, the hand of the whispered one. Take it and kill that one now." So the sword of Cass that you are currently wielding is now insisting that you kill Misty and destroy the hand.
You didn't! You didn't!
I did.
Mark!
I'm not.
Yes, there's a party.
Excited!
West Ned, yes, there's a party. We have a Professor Grimshaw here. We have Misty here.
Oh, it's my brother.
We have Bogwart here. And Bogwart's familiar here. And then up here we have Scribbles. Everything else is bad, guys. So yes, I did. So yes.
Why would you do this? I thought we were friends.
Tristan, listen to me. Buy me some cards. Buy me some advantage cards.
No. Buy me the cards. Buy me the cards.
Well,
please, because he's gonna kill me.
So where we're at here is that he's just noticed this. You don't know that he's noticed this, and you need to roll me some damage.
Okay, well, I've got 3 lots of damage to roll. So, kaboom. 18.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boo. 11. Right.
I assume your attacks are magical?
They are.
Yeah. Do they deal a particular type of damage?
It's considered bludgeoning damage.
Yep, cool. So magical bludgeoning, that's fine.
Magical bludgeoning.
So 36, 37 in total? Is that it?
Yep. And then one more thing is gonna happen. So
I'm pretty sure I know what's coming.
Yes. I also have a question about this one, because I wasn't able to clear it up before the game. So since you are considering your monsters as a group, I only get so many of these. Once I extract aspect from one of the monsters, can I consider that group?
Yes.
Awesome. Freaking amazing. Okay, that's terrific. Right. So I'm going to extract aspects from this vampire. I get to do it automatically. There's no check or anything. Can I have the damage resistances, damage vulnerabilities, damage immunities, and condition immunities as well?
Yep, it is resistant to necrotic damage and bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. That is it.
Okay,
No vulnerabilities.
Sorry, you're gonna have to be slower. You're gonna have to be slower.
Necrotic damage and non-magical ordinary damage.
Oh, okay.
So bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. And that's it. There are no other weaknesses and no other resistances or immunities.
Oh, so it's not
obviously
even
you know it's vulnerable
damage?
to. Well, you know it's vulnerable to sunlight. It's a vampire. Like I figured that would be a given.
And radiant damage, or?
Not according to this. Let me check.
Not according to that.
Sunlight. No, sunlight under water. It's harmed by running water if it ends its turn in it. Stake to the heart will, while it is incapacitated in its resting place, will paralyze it until the stake is removed. That's not going to apply here.
Must have been one greasy steak.
If you can make the sun come out, it'll take 20 radiant damage every time it starts its turn in sunlight, and we'll have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability.
The running water helps. That helps.
No, it has to end its turn in it though. It's like not something that happens on your turn.
Of course. Well, it's a good thing I'm a water genasi then. You actually gave me a lot more from that than I expected. But that's okay. Yep, and that will. I am going. Oh, it's not worth disengaging. I don't want to lose a key point. Yep, that's me.
All right, no worries. The whites are up next. I just need to find a guy and check something. Going to make a similar check. Someone else. Got a similar result. Good. All right. So let me see. It's now the whites' turns. Where are they at? There's one here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, that'll be enough to get to there. Not quite, so we'll maybe go there and shoot instead. Where's the other ones at? Here's one.
I'm not disappointed. I mean, I'm not angry with you, Misty. I'm just disappointed. Disappointed that you would attach such a limb to your wrist.
Choose this. It chose me.
But don't worry. This will only take a moment.
So we have one white that is next to Scribbles. It's going to attack her with its sword.
Are you going to attempt to kill me?
With disadvantage.
No. This is Scribbles. Yeah, disadvantage. So okay, so one attack with a longsword, which is a 19 to hit.
Misses.
Oh, sorry. Oh, misses.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Nice AC. All right, and then the second one is going to attempt to life drain. 8 also misses. So that one misses you, and then we've got one in melee with Professor Grimshaw. Let's assume it did the same thing and got the same roll, so it also misses, and then 2 more are going to shoot you with their longbows, Professor Grimshaw. They both miss.
Clang.
So that's all of the whites. Moving right along, it is now Bogwart's turn.
Okay, let me get back to the table.
Mm-hmm.
All right, question about familiar. I want it to do, use an action. Mm-hmm. Do I give up, my bonus action to do that? It's just so I can use a bonus action to make an attack.
I mean, is that how you would normally, familiar would normally operate it? So, yeah,
I just don't remember right now, so I'm that's why I was asking you.
I'm pretty sure that's how they work. So yeah, your bonus action to have it do its action.
Okay, I'm gonna use that and fly it over to Scribbles.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
Oh, this isn't gonna work.
Why not? What are you trying to do?
I was gonna sprinkle some, dust on her. Because it's an area of effect, right? And that's you know what? I'm gonna cast invisibility, through Valerian into Scribbles. Yeah.
Okay. Now when you turned invisible, was that a racial trait or is that a spell cast?
It's a invocation of the warlock.
Okay, cool. So this spell is separate to those. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Yep. No worries. And I'm guessing this doesn't break your invisibility either, does it?
It does. I'll become invisible.
While your sprite will.
No, because it's me
No?
casting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yep, fair enough.
Yep. So Scribbles, you are now invisible, and
I'm now invisible.
I am visible.
Alright.
Oh.
I'll try to get off this map a little bit. That's it for me.
Alright, no worries.
Does that go when I attack or when you?
It's, good question. A creature you touch becomes invisible until the spell ends. Anything the target is wearing and carrying is invisible. The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So yeah, when you attack, you'll be visible.
Okay, but I can move. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright. Is that it then?
Yeah, and Valerian will be on your shoulder or holding onto your ear, getting flung around. Whatever works for you.
That one will get there. This one's got a bit of stuff in the way, but it'll probably be able to get to there. And the other one's gonna kind of shamble through into there. So you've got 2 ogre zombies now within range to attack you, Professor Grimshaw.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do one roll with the Morningstar. It's going to be a 17, which is going to miss you. So
Weapon of Lathander.
Fine. So moving right along, we have a pair of dueler hands. Now this one.
Fudge me, dual hands.
Yeah, headless horseman, basically, for those who aren't familiar.
Nasty. You have to know their name to get rid of them. Is that right? With dual hand?
No, they just come back after you kill them the first time and get even nastier.
It's a creature, I believe, of Irish mythology.
Yeah, I think so. Alright, so Fiery Skull at you, because you're the one it seems to be fixated on right now. It's close enough. Ranged attack, 18 to hit. I'm guessing that's going to miss. The other one's going to do the same thing.
It's a nice try. Keep working on it. Eventually, you'll get it right.
Moving right along. The Skeletal Alchemists, I believe, are stunned. Or not. No, they were 32 to 40. They were 30 to 40. So what happened to those guys below 40? Just deafened and blinded, right?
Deafened and blinded. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yep. Alright, so it's a... Oh, I didn't realise they had advantage.
Blinded and deafened, yes.
Wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, so they can't really see anything, but their master can. So they are going to act as apparently normal. 30 feet. So
when you say normal, there's not much about this that's really all that normal, but...
No, not really.
I'm going to imagine I'm not like I don't have to act irrationally in this situation.
No, not at all.
No, okay.
I mean, if you choose to ignore the sword, there may be consequences.
Well, no. But what I'm saying is, I don't have to be stupid about this. I would know what the best way. Like, if I'm working towards doing what needs to be done, but not necessarily in the most direct way, just the best way.
It really kind of depends. We're gonna need to make some rolls on your next turn.
I'll roleplay it out with my sword. Don't worry.
Cool. I just, I want to determine how insistent the sword will be. So we'll do that when we get there. Alright, so we have those guys. 3 of them are probably within range for a long range shot with their acid lob at Professor Grimshaw. So that's what's going to happen. They all miss. So that's fine.
Probably hit those ogres.
Yeah, this guy here. This guy's a bit gnarly. So he's going to... What have I got? Oh, yeah. I see you yet? Range.
Okay, I looked up the familiar. It can do normal things. It just couldn't attack. But if I wanted to attack, I have a thing for bonus action attack.
Okay, cool. Alright, so this seems to be 3-headed skeletal lord sort of like shambles towards you, Professor Grimshaw, and points its finger in your direction, a similar crooked skeletal grin coming across its face. Oops, I keep clicking the spells. I don't mean to click the spells. As a searing beam of negative energy rushes out towards you, can I please get a Constitution saving throw?
Con save. Boom. Alright, so that's going to be
this.
a 21.
Okay, so you will take half of what I'm about to roll.
How do you have advantage on con? Is that the sword?
It's my shield, actually. I have advantage
Nice.
on every
This
saving
is
throw.
already halved. You take 34 points of necrotic damage from the Finger of Death spell.
4 points of necrotic damage. No worries.
And that is the end of that guy's turn, I think. What else can it do? You know what? Just because, like I said, I was going to use legendary actions at the end of turns, and I'm not going to regenerate their legendary actions either. I'm just going to use them as they have their turns. Once they're gone, they're gone. It's also going to cast a cantrip as a legendary action and hit you with a... Let's see... can I get a... it's that one. It's going to be that one.
How much damage did you take, Sven?
34.
34.
Should have
So you need a con save of 17.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting about the con save. Con save of 17. Here we go. Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Alright. That's the way.
That's advantage from my Warcaster feat.
Yeah. Yep. No worries. And it's going to get a nat 1 trying to cast Chill Touch on you, so that's no good. And that will be the end of its turn. Moving right along, we have a great big skeletal something. Oh, yeah, the giant skeleton over here. Frost giant skeleton that can no longer see the little goblin that it was trying to come and take swings at before. It can see a little pixie sprite. Oh, no, it can't. It can see you. It stayed invisible, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, so it can't see either of those. It's a little bit confused. So I think it's just going to go, what? It seems that the creature that is commanding this army only has partial control. Like some of them seem to be able to, it seems to be able to directly command some of them. Others are kind of acting of their own volition. This one's going to shamble forth into here. And that will be the end of its turn. Moving right along, we are now up to the stunned ghasts, so we'll skip over them. They don't get to do anything. And then the stunned zombies, neither do they. Moving right along. Next. Oops. Back up to here with the next button. I haven't even been clicking the next thing all the way through. Alright, it's the vampire's turn. Misty. You're still next to the vampire, right? Just wondering.
Am I about to die?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Uh-huh. I am in danger.
Can you
I'm
make
scared.
me check something?
It depends on what kind of damage it is. I think I know what kind of damage it's about to use, and I think I'm resistant to it.
Who said anything about damage?
Oh my god, it's gonna try and eat me, isn't it?
Do you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, I'm good at this. I'm good at wisdom saves. I'm not good at wisdom saves. That's an 18.
Vampire stares into your eyes,
Mm-hmm.
lilts its head a little bit, and is like, See that minotaur over there? The one in the shiny armor with the black sword? Would you go
I do.
and punch him for me, please? And as it tries to push its will into your mind, you're like, hang on a minute. No. And you resist the effect.
Okay. can I just say that, does the hand of Vecna talk to you?
In sign language?
I mean...
No, is it, would it have the same sort of thing where it's gonna say, like, go after the Minotaur, or would I just feel compelled?
Have you read the entry for the hand?
No.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I don't think so, though.
I'm not familiar with
The sword is... The sword's a bit different. Like, the sword is actually a sentient item, whereas this is a different kind of artifact, so...
It doesn't say so.
Yeah. So no, you don't... It's not going to make you do anything. It gave you if it gave you any alignment effects or anything like that. No, it's just an incredibly powerful artifact that does these things, and maybe opens you up to vulnerability of becoming the target of things who want that artifact for themselves or wish to destroy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't feel like any compulsion at all to kick his ass.
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
You probably wouldn't even be aware of the compulsion that he's feeling or any reason for it, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah. You would have
she's going...
Yeah. It's not your turn.
No problems. Oh, I was going to reply to the vampire.
Yeah.
Radio.
Yeah. No,
if we're not role-playing it, that's all good.
No, you can. Sorry, I thought you were about to try and do something.
No.
Say whatever you like. No.
She's just going to look back at the vampire and be like, why would I attack him? He is my ally. You are my enemy. That makes no sense. Do you understand how combat works? I can explain it to you if you wish.
And it's going to hiss at you and use another one of its legendary actions to move away 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 into the darkness and behind the wall where you can no longer see it. It's not hiding or anything, it's just done. Alright, moving right along. After the vampire, it is the Wraith's turns. They all seem to be fine, so we have 2 here that can't see either, or can they? No, they cannot. But they can fly pretty far. Let me check something.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, the people watching the stream will. Sorry about that, guys. I did not do that.
So you're not invisible anymore, are you, Bogwart?
I am not.
Alright, so a couple of these wraiths are going to float in your direction. They're not going to reach you, but they're going to float over there. This one's going to float in here. So is this one. And then this one is going to float over here to Misty. So we've got 3 wraiths making melee attacks. 2 of them against Professor Grimshaw. Again, it'll be 1 attack roll for both of them. They're both going to be life drain attacks. They will miss, and then 1 against Misty. 21 to hit.
Does indeed hit.
Excellent. So you will take 28 necrotic damage.
I am resistant.
So you will take 14 necrotic damage, and then I need a Constitution saving throw.
I can do that. Oh, that was almost a 20. That hurts me. It's a 10.
Yeah, ouch. So your maximum hit points are also reduced by that damage total that you took, 14, until you take a long rest.
Oh, boo. Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, life drain's a bitch. So that is all of those guys, and we're back around again to Professor Grimshaw. What would you like to do, my friend?
Professor Grimshaw, hearing this disembodied voice coursing throughout his body and shaking his bones, will hold the sword aloft and speak to the sword in the hopes of placating the bloodthirst. And he'll say to it, I understand that this artifact attached to my friend's wrist causes you a great deal of offense. And I understand that. Truly I do, but surely you must understand that the situation that we're facing will certainly be our doom if we do not act accordingly. Now, I see this just as a situation where attrition will do the work for us. Hear me out. This is my plan. simply allow these creatures to be the undoing of Misty, and when she's dead, we shall cut the hand from her body and then restore her back to life, thus having removed the hand as you so wish and not losing a friend.
Alright. Have you hit anything with this sword yet?
I have not.
Alright, can you give me a charisma saving throw with advantage, please?
That doesn't sound good.
Is that because I haven't bathed it in blood?
It's to do with that, but also to do with what's going on. I'm bending things a little for fun.
I'm going to say, is it, can I do that with advantage? Yeah, you said with advantage, right?
Yeah, with advantage.
Alright, so 19.
Yeah, the sword sort of, you can feel it simmer down a little bit, and it gives you the sense that that's okay for now, but you better bathe it soon.
Not a problem. We'll get this sorted very soon. Very soon there will be mountains of blood. More blood than you've ever seen, I promise. Cases of blood. This whole field will be a pool of blood. And you can swim in the blood for 5 minutes, but no longer than that. Okay, so as an action, he will turn undead with his channel divinity.
Okay, talk to me about turn undead.
Alright, so with the turn undead, what I need is to press a button. There it is. Each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, let me see. Within 30 feet of you.
I've got an aura there, so you should be able to...
Everyone that can see or hear you.
Within 30 feet.
Remember all those ones that you blinded and deafened?
Yeah, I don't know which ones are blinded or deafened, but it's, imagine some of the bigger ones are not.
I do. No, the bigger ones aren't, but, alright, so... Basically, we're looking at...
I think only one creature in there.
The whites aren't going to be affected, nor is the... what the heck's his name again?
Is it for deafened creatures?
They have to be able to see or hear him, so yeah. So
Lenny.
the whites, the ghast, the ghosts are a bit far away, so the whites and the ghast will be unaffected. Otherwise, we have lots of saving throws to roll. So the zombies...
No, the ghast will be affected because it can see me.
No, it can't. It's blinded. The whites will be affected. So, yeah. So...
One of them's only deafened, so you can still see me.
It's the whites that are only deafened, so they will be affected. But so what did you say? Oh, sorry, it was wisdom, wasn't it? My bad. So the ogre zombies fail. Let's now roll the whites. 12. Not going to be enough, is it?
Nope.
The Doulahan. 11 is not going to be enough. The Minotaur skeleton. Going to be enough. Alright, the Bone Claw is probably just close enough. 13. Also not going to be enough.
Nope. Come on, level 17, baby. You're going to need to do better than that.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm rolling like shit. Oh, Jesus, yuck. That ghost is probably close enough. 17.
Let me have a quick look at my spell save. Spell save DC 19.
Okay, no, so basically everything except the ghast, which can't hear or see you, fails. What happens?
Alright, so is any one of those CR4 or less?
Okay, let's have a look. The ogre zombie, yes. The wraiths, no. The whites, yes. The minotaur, yes. The Doulahan, no. So the no, definitely not. Right, so the ogre zombies and the whites and the minotaur skeleton are all CR4 4 or less, so I'm guessing that means bop, 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 bop. Dead. Everything else is above that. I'll give you this one as well, why not?
Everything else that's above that is turned, and must spend its turns trying to move away, as far away from me as it can. It can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet. Can't take reactions. It can only dash as an action to try and escape.
Excellent. No worries. Is there a marker for that?
Frightened? Yeah.
Frightened? Oh, yeah. We'll just put down as frightened. Where is it? There it is. Okay, cool. So they are all fucking shit scared of you and will be running away. Look, I'm just going to do a quick ruler check. That one's out. That one's in. So you get this bone claw next to Misty as well, but the other one was just out of range. There you go. That's your turn undead. Well done.
All right. So there's that. Then I'm going to, as a bonus action. I still got protection from good and evil on Scribbles, right?
Yeah.
Scribbles is now invisible.
Yeah. I won't be for long.
What matters more? I promised the sword I would do everything I need to make sure Misty dies, so I can get the hand and I can resurrect her. So I'm going to cease concentrating on the protection from good and evil, and I am going to focus on myself. A
little self-care.
Well, I need to make good my promise to my sword. So I'm going to cast, instead of that, I will cast upon myself the Shield of Faith spell.
Excellent. Sven, I'm going to give you inspiration for playing to the curse that was given to you. Quite well.
Great. I appreciate it very much, good sir. So
I feel bullied.
Hey?
I feel bullied.
Why?
Because he's a Minotaur. Like this is bull.
It's helping me.
You get inspiration too.
Yeah. You know what? Everyone gets inspiration for not being dead yet.
Yeah.
If you've already got it, I'm sorry. You can maybe. If you use the one you've got on your next turn, you can have a second one. Otherwise, it's gone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right.
I'll
so,
use it.
Is that everything for you, Professor Grimshaw?
Yes. Yes, that is enough for me for the time being.
This guy's going to say, I'm going to do this one more guy, and then I think it might be time for a short break, because it's like 20 past 10, and we still have quite a bit of stuff to do. So this guy is now going to lob a rock at the only obvious person he can see, Professor Grimshaw. Get his stat block up. What's the range on that? Oh, wait a minute. Nah, even better. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah, sure
Professor
thing.
Grimshaw.
Scary monster, kill him.
Natural 20.
Oh, yeah, well done. So this thing stares at you and its eyes blaze with this blue light, and it's like you can feel this freezing cold just grip you. But whatever, you know, you're a paladin of Lathander. Like you're fine. Sorry, a cleric. You know, you feel the warmth of your deity within you and resist this freezing stare that probably would have hurt quite a bit.
Yes, that is indeed correct. The light catches on his shield from the fire, and just for a second it almost appears as if the sun is creeping over the horizon.
All right, excellent. So, shall we call it break time at that? We will come back it'll be the ghost's turn, and then following them, we will be seeing what Scribbles gets up to. So, in fact, let's just get the ghosts out of the way now, because they're a little bit all around here. They can't hear anything, and they're just going to do the same as what most of the others have been doing, is fly somewhat closer and try and get in everyone's faces.
And then we make wisdom saves?
They can only do that every so often, right?
I don't know.
Oh no, they can do that every time. So yes, everyone that's within 60 feet of a ghost, please make a wisdom save for me.
60 feet of a ghost. I believe I am.
Guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
What save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw.
Is that thing near me a ghost?
The blue ones.
Light blue.
A blue one? Okay.
Yeah, you're within 60 feet of one.
I'm good.
Let me know if anyone gets 12 or less.
I can't fail that, so I'm not gonna bother rolling that from now on.
If you roll a 1, you can.
Nope.
I got a 24.
What do you mean, no?
No auto fails on saving throws, right?
I told you, for this game there are.
Oh, right, okay. Well, then I can.
Yeah. Right, now everyone's fine. So that's all good. So that'll be the ghost's turn. The ghouls, of course, are paralyzed and can't do anything. And it'll be Scribbles when we come back from the break.
Alright, so we're going on a break.
Cheers.
Let's do it.
Alright, guys. Thank you for sticking with us. We're going to go for a quick break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, make sure you redeem those crit coins, and I'll add them to the add the cards to the table when we get back. And I'm going to kill more of Mark's creatures. I'm going to see if I can coax out a little tear before the end of tonight's episode, either from Mark or from Grace.
Leave me alone.
Alright, guys. We'll be right back.
All right, guys.
And we are suddenly and jarringly back because I forgot to add the transitions to this new overlay. But here we are. And what matters is we're still alive and we're going to make it through this.
Barely.
Well, I mean...
We are barely alive.
Scribbles, Professor Grimshaw, and Bogwart are going to make it through this. Misty will die, but it's okay because I'll resurrect her after I chop her hand off. She's going to give me a hand.
Excellent.
I'll definitely give you a finger.
Alright, so we left
I'll
off.
heal you. It's fine.
It was Scribbles' turn. So, Scribbles, what would you like to do?
Scribbles is going to move 40 feet.
In her invisible state, not triggering any attacks of opportunity.
Yes.
Give me a stealth check, because you're still going to need to be quiet. No, wait. Yes, you are still going to need to be quiet enough to avoid detection by the skeletal alchemist.
Okay.
So, give me a stealth check, please.
Stealth.
Gone quiet, Mark.
Oh, sorry. You only need to beat its passive perception because it thinks you're gone.
I don't think that beats the passive perception.
Yeah, it doesn't, but you're still going to be fine because it's too far away, I forgot. So go for your life.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to turn to Vampire Man. And I'm going to say, fuck you, Vampire Man. And I'm going to cast...
Over here behind this wall.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. I'm going to cast Sunbeam.
And he turns back towards you and he's like, "Don't assume my gender."
Blah, blah, blah.
Have you actually moved your token yet?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I can't see it having moved, so I'm just going to refresh VTT just to make sure everything's updating properly.
I am in a line directly away from him.
Right.
I'm going to pull out my magnifying glass and I'll hold it to my eye. Say, I see you over there.
I can see you. There you are.
Okay.
And it needs to make a con save.
There is a 10-foot high wall in between you and the vampire.
Is it 10 foot high? Okay. Ow.
You go around a little bit. Probably see it.
Sure, I will not have moved so far. I will stay like here-ish. That's kind of a line.
Yes, that's good enough.
Okay.
Cover if you have to make an attack roll, but otherwise you'll be fine.
Okay, cool. Say fuck you. It needs to make a con save with disadvantage because it's undead.
Fuck you too.
Blah, blah.
With disadvantage because it's undead. Stupid that undeads have fucking con scrolls now, but whatever. 15. I'm guessing that's going to be a fail.
Fail.
Alright, what happens to it?
It takes 68 radiant damage and is blinded if it's not dead.
Okay. Roll me up some radiant damage.
all those dice be going ham. That's 32 radiant damage.
We'll take all that. The vampire is looking bloody.
And then I'm going to look around at everyone else here, see if anyone's noticing me in the heat of battle. I'm going to reach into my pocket. I'm going to hold a very familiar item to myself, and I'm going to whisper to it. I'm going to say, I'll take a 22, and I'll pull one out.
Okay. So, do you know how? Since you're familiar with these, this is good. I gave it to the right person. Do you know how this works? All right. How does this work?
I declare how many I want to pull.
Yep.
22, which is the entire
deck. Oh my god.
I have to pull each card within an hour of the last one.
Oh my god.
It is random, so I will eventually pull every single one of them unless I die.
You gave the goblin a deck of many things. You gave the goblin a deck of...
Yeah, I did.
You guys all get to fight each other. I get to fight myself.
Well, go ahead and draw some cards.
How do you want me to...
Can I flashback know this so I can be on the other end of the map?
No.
Wait.
No.
I have a deck of many things.
You do?
Yeah, I have the physical deck of many
Grab
things.
it and you can just draw cards and show us on the camera. That's it. That's perfect. This is perfect. I didn't even know that you had this or that you were so familiar. So I feel yes, excellent. So go ahead, draw a card.
Draw a card. Any card. Pick a card. Any card.
I'll quickly shuffle them.
Is it the Ace of Spades? Sorry, I have to check some.
I am so nervous, but at the same time, I don't mind if my soul's trapped in an object on another dimension.
Aren't there literally things in this deck that can destroy the entire world?
Yes, and I can level up or level down.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Wow.
We have.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm going to.
Here we go.
She could summon a death avatar. She could.
Yeah,
I'll take this one.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, it's the Fates. What's the
Fuck
Fates
me.
do?
That's big.
This was a fun session.
Yeah.
Reality's fabric unravels and spins in you, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. You can use that as soon as you draw the card or any time before you die.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Would you like to unravel an event?
I'm going to hold on to this
Okay. Excellent.
a little longer.
And is it so you've drawn 22 cards. Are you drawing them all at once, or are you going to draw one a turn?
I will draw them when I feel up to drawing them.
Okay then. Any more?
No, that
Make
is
it
my
rain.
action, bonus action, and movement. That is everything.
Excellent. All right. So I will allow you to draw multiple cards in one turn if you would.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. So is that it?
Yep, that's everything.
All right. Nice one. Moving right along. Holy fucking shit! Can't believe you're gonna draw all the cards. That is mental. Alright, where are we? I'm just gonna get the combat tracker to come in because we're still sitting on round 1 because I've been neglecting the combat tracker. Just gonna get it too. No, this is why we're not doing that. Alright, Bone Claw's turns. So, Scribbles, you are no longer invisible since you've done all of that, obviously.
Yeah.
Got 3 Bone Claws here. One's already at Misty, so that's good. This one is going to...
Mark, get close to your microphone.
Sorry. I was mainly talking to myself anyway. So we've got 2 Bone Claws there like that. Now, where is the other one? I need to zoom out a little bit. Over there. Oh, look at that. That one's going to come around here to Professor Grimshaw. Now, I need...
It's frightened.
Oh, so it is. Okay, so never mind. These ones... This one is still okay. This one that moved to Misty is alright, but this one needs to move away, I do believe. Is that correct? As far as it can?
Yes, it needs to move as far away as it can, and I'm just wondering.
And that's got like...
Yeah, I'll just leave it for the
end up
last
over
one.
there. All right, cool. So they're there, and then this one, Misty. Can I get a a Constitution saving throw from you, please?
Well, so nicely, Mark. I really don't see why
Actually,
not.
you know what? No, all right, we'll go with this. That's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
My God, my dice is lagging.
That's all right.
It's like, what? Oh, the comeback tracker has fucked my dice.
Oh no!
Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, wow. I might need to switch to physical. Well, it's a 14 for all intents and purposes.
It's
12,
just
sorry.
12. Yep. All right. That is a fail. So
Awesome.
we'll take.
Actually, hang on. What kind of effect is it?
Damage.
No, well, duh. But it's not like a dex.
No, it's a Constitution save.
Uh,
It's got a Constitution save.
Boo. That's
Yeah,
okay.
so you take
And I'm resistant.
24 necrotic damage. So if you're resistant, half to 12. And then it's going to teleport to. Where's it going to teleport to? Go like 60
Okay.
feet.
I'm not doing horribly. Also, I'm not sure if anyone else is picking this up, but there is a slight buzzing every time Mark speaks. Is that just me?
I don't hear it. Mark, say something inspiring.
I think that you are all amazing and that this has been a great session and none of you are going to die.
Alright, no, I don't hear it.
No. Okay,
did.
it might just be me. Okay.
I didn't hear it until the very end.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit of noise
sounds like
suppression, noise
air
suppression.
conditioner.
Yeah, I've got aircon and fans running. The noise suppressors can only do so much. It's really hot. All right, that's the bone claws. They're all done. Misty, your turn.
Amazing. Well, we all know what's going to happen here because she's a monk and she does not change her pattern. So we're going to wacky the ghosty worsty. Yep.
That is a wraith.
Well, it's a ghost. For all intents and purposes, it's a ghost.
Yep, it's a shadowy ghost.
So, kaboom. That's an 18 to hit.
That's gonna hit. Yep, absolutely.
And again. That's a 35 to hit.
That's
Are we doing
19
19s or crits?
Not unless you have the ability for it.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, no, that's right. Yeah, all good.
Do you
35
have
to
something
hit.
that gives you that?
I thought I did, but I don't think
might.
so.
I remember
No.
someone having something like that.
I do. For Hexblade's Curse.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that's
the one.
you. Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
I was getting confused with the Shadow Kai dancer
Oh, yeah.
that I was taking control over the last game. Well, obviously we're gonna pump in a flurry of blows, if you don't mind. Because we know what's gonna happen. So 23. 34.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome, and we're obviously gonna analyze it. Tell me about the Wraith, Mark. I'm gonna roll damage first. If you don't mind. So we got 4
That is
lots of
A-okay.
damage. 2, 3, 4. And they're all at 11. I don't know why it's doing that. Hang on. Nope,
Not
I touched
rolling.
the wrong thing.
Yes.
Why is it
Bad
doing
touch.
that? Oh, it's just coming out at a level 11. That's so weird.
It's not using your martial arts die.
No. Well, I'll use the thwacky wacky that's attached to my analyzed creature, because I'm using that anyway. So, no, but that doesn't seem right
Hang on a
either.
second.
You should be a D10 plus 11.
Why are you laughing at me?
You're wearing armor.
Yeah.
Your martial arts only works when you aren't wearing armor or wielding a shield.
And you begged for plate. That's the best part.
No wonder it wasn't working. No wonder it was working last time.
You do 44 damage with your fists. Good thing 44. You've got that belt. Yeah, because you just got 4 11s because that's what your unarmed damage is.
Can I take off the armor? Can the armor come off?
Yeah, in about 10 minutes of you focusing on taking it off, sure.
Can I use my inspiration to take it off?
You can try.
I'll come help. Don't worry.
Can I use my Okay, no, but seeing as I didn't have it on in the first place.
Definitely not this turn. What do you mean you didn't have it on in the first place? Of course you did.
Like, I didn't have it equipped in the first place.
Yes, you did.
And I went back and I re-equipped it.
I looked it on. It was when I looked at your sheet, it was equipped.
On my sheet, it wasn't equipped.
I'm sorry.
Oh wait, you were setting up camp, right? When you set up camp, you take off your armor, you lay down a sleeping mat, right? Like
on your next turn, we can talk about getting it off quickly with your inspiration, but it's not gonna be fucking easy.
Oh, I'm so upset. Okay, tell me about the wraith.
Well, it's very bloodied. Bloodied. It's looking a bit.
You know what I want.
Almost.
Definitely have it.
Damage resistances, damage vulnerabilities, damage immunities.
Okay, so it is resistant to, and I'm gonna have to go quickly because it's getting late, so you're just gonna have to try and remember. It is resistant to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and thunder. So basically all the elements, and also non-magical attacks that aren't silvered. It is immune to necrotic and poison damage. It is also immune to the charmed, exhaustion, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, or restrained conditions.
Okay. What's it not immune to?
Basically,
has it got any weaknesses?
It has no particular weaknesses, no, but it's not immune to stunned or other similar things. Sorry, it's immune to paralyzed, but not stunned. So.
Delightful. All good. That gave me nothing.
Yeah, sweet.
Totally fine.
Excellent. All right, so
that's
after
it.
your turn, I'm just going to make a roll. I'll like this again.
That was hilarious.
All right,
I don't want to talk about it.
Don't wear armor as a monk. I mean.
Because I wanted the non-crit hit. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be immune to crits.
Alright, so these guys have been present since the beginning of the fight. They've just been super sneaky. Oops, wrong button. Oops, fuck. Now I've got to add them back. Okay, kept them on the right thingy. I'm going to assume they move normally, so 5, 10,
not one of my smartest
20.
moves, I'm going to be honest. Not a big brain move for me going there.
No, not really.
Are these things just really running at us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not. They seem to not really. If you're familiar with any of these kinds of creatures in yourself, they're not really behaving as they would if you encountered them on their own. Seems like many of them are being directed to behave in the way that they are. All right, so they can move that far. They can do that, and then they could probably do a bit of a dash, which I think these ones are going to. These 3 are going to come up here and get in. Oh, these 2 will get in your face. This one's going to run around here to Misty. And this one's going to dash up to there. But that's their turns. They use their action to dash. And then we are up to Bogwart.
Oh,
wait a minute. No. Sorry. I skipped one accidentally. My bad. Indeed.
Keep it skipped, Mark. Don't go back. We move forward here like sharks.
Yeah, 100%.
We don't go back.
100%. Now, who can this guy see? This looks interesting.
Say that. That's never good when a DM says that.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, you know what? Range on that. Yeah, probably not close enough. Alright, that's fine. There's just so much this can do. Oh, yeah, how about let's look at that. How long does that take? That. Okay. Yeah, cool. I'm going to do that. Anyone with true sight who could see the mysterious opponent, so that would be Mr. Bogwell.
Hey, friend.
Will notice it jumping and appearing in a place. I'm going to message you where it is. It seems to have stepped through some kind of teleportation magic. So if I'm sending you a direct message.
It'd be helpful because I want to target him.
That's fine. Just give me 2 seconds. Message fizz cannon. There you go. And that is its action. Let me see if it has anything else it could do.
And that's the main guy that came off the top? Okay.
Absolutely is. Alright. No worries. I'm going to then have it use a legendary action.
Don't legendaries happen at round 20? Or am I tripping? Oh, that's layer actions.
Like I said, I'm doing... Normally they happen in between player turns. But because I've got so many technically legendary creatures on the board, I'm just having them do them at the end of their turn if they have them, but they don't regenerate. Let me see... Misty, what's your armor class?
18, because I'm wearing armor, because I'm stupid.
Okay. Alright. You just feel this deathly chill hit your shoulder, almost from out of nowhere. And you take 5 cold damage. Can I also get you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Delightful, I most certainly can. Right, and we'll do the con save. Oh, I'm not rolling well. That is a 13.
No, and so this mysterious creature's presence is revealed immediately behind you. Its bony finger protruding into your shoulder as this cold energy rips through, causes that damage, and you are paralyzed for the next minute.
That hurts.
Oh, 10 rounds?
You can see closer now that this thing is most definitely not a living creature. Its features are gaunt and pulled tight over its bones. The skin, the eyes are burning purple energy, and it has this flowing red cloak with golden trim. You are in fact facing a lich.
Amazing.
Now we will move right along to Bogwart's turn.
Yay.
Is there anything to help with her? What was she, paralyzed?
Paralyzed.
I mean, like, can she undo it at the start of her turn, or is there something in game we can do to stop that?
Let me see here. Paralyzed. You may repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay. I was just okay.
Otherwise, anything that would normally remove a status effect such as paralyzed would also do the same thing.
Got you. I am going to cast Shadow of Moil. I'll throw it into game log.
Yep.
But basically, shadows just form around me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot at that guy with Eldritch Blast.
Happens. Your which eye?
My left eye.
Your left eye begins to burn with a similar purple fire that is within the Lich's eye. But Professor Grimshaw, you probably can't see this from where you are.
Okay.
However, the Lich seems to look over in Bogwart's general direction, and is like, the eye and the hands. Perhaps tonight I will become the new master. Please
And
proceed.
as he's saying that, I shoot him in the mouth.
Okay. Go for your life. With what line of sight? There's a 10-foot high wall in between the two of you.
I'm at 30-foot height.
Okay, you're flying. Yep, excellent.
If bottom left of my token, if you're ever curious.
Yep, I can see it. Sorry, I'm just zoomed out a bit because there's so much going on.
Yep, all good. And I will fly closer.
Sure.
There we go. All right, so I'm attacking. Here we go. 24 to hit.
Let me see. Yes, that'll hit.
All right, that's 10 damage, and he'll get pushed back.
10 feet.
Yeah, and I got a 29.
What was that? 15.
It wasn't a crit though.
Yeah.
I just assumed a miss.
9, so another 8 damage, and push back again.
Yeah, I'll just keep pushing.
All right, hang on. Let me just help with this. So it's 18 damage so far. Yep. Keep going.
Yep.
Yep. And push back another 10. Yep.
Then that's the end of my turn. Oh, and I'll have the familiar hold its action to throw dust.
Okay, so that's 30 what force damage?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Well, he will take that. I just need to. Yes.
So he's after the eye, huh?
He's probably after the eye and the hand. All right. Anything else, or is that it?
No, that's me.
All right. Apparently there's the white left. It's its turn. Now, what were the whites? They were.
I have it in Discord.
45. No, they're the same as the ghost, so they're deafened. They can't hear anything. This one can, however, see scribbles. 20, 25, 30. Can't quite get to you though, so it's just going to shoot you with its bow.
Okay, it has disadvantage. No, it doesn't. Never mind.
No, it doesn't.
Sven hates me.
Oh.
I guess this is just poetic justice.
It's a critical hit.
Uh-huh.
13 piercing damage.
Okay. That's already doubled or doubled?
That is the critical hit, yeah. I rolled 2d8 plus 2 instead of 1d8.
Cool.
Yep.
And you said I was paralyzed?
Yes, you are.
Oh, yeah, paralyzed. Awesome.
Alright, now this one, I just have to check. This scaredy Doulahan. That has to move as far as it can. Does it get to repeat its save or anything, or does it just keep bloody running?
Nope, it just runs as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I want to say it's a minute.
Yeah, so it's they'll be running for long enough that they're out of the fight. Alright, the skeleton alchemist guys, they can move roughly that far. One come down to there, one come down to there. We'll have one go that way, and there's the other one come around like that. Alright, so 2 acid flasks at Scribbles and 2 at Professor Grimshaw. They're at long range, so they'll all be at disadvantage. I'm going to roll two times, one for each lot. Disadvantage at Scribbles. 10, so that will miss. And then Grimshaw. 18, I'm guessing that'll miss you.
Yep, that's a miss.
Okay. Harmlessly splashing at the floor near you. Now we're to the Skull Lord. Let's see. He got 30 feet, so we can get closer. 30, so we can get to there. He's now how close to you? 40 feet away, 35, 40 feet away. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. I wish I'd known that before.
Yeah, well, you didn't. You didn't know that before. You're a failure, and your parents are ashamed of you.
Oh,
wow.
yeah, cool. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw? As this Skull Lord. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Did he already do this to you? Point a finger at you and cast a beam of yuckiness?
Yes.
All right. So that's actually already done. He can't do that again. All right. Let's try.
Are you having problems rising to the task?
No. This is just fine. I just need to grab myself a 60-foot cone.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yep. Absolutely.
Sorry, there's too much silence. No one's talking, so I have to fill it with
I'm methodically shuffling this deck.
vile vitriol. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you pull out next.
I was thinking, I forgot to do my aura for my Shadow of Moyle, and I forgot to roll with advantage because I'm unseen. And I'm like, I was just trying to figure everything out. I had errors.
Alright, so Misty and Professor Grimshaw, I'm going to need some Constitution saving throws, please.
No worries.
I think I
Creature reaches its hand out, and the frosts like you've never seen. You know, like you might as well be in the middle of Icewind Dale right now.
Natural 13 for a 19 in total.
10 in total.
Oh,
You missed
14.
Right, Misty, you fail.
Uh-oh.
Whereas Grimshaw, you succeed. Wait, Misty, you're parallel. Oh, it's Constitution, yeah. Alright. Okay, so 40 points of cold damage to Misty and 20 to Professor Grimshaw. And then
This is not looking good.
to not bother rolling saves or any of the others. They're all just going to take the full damage because bugger it, they're crappy. Oh, wait a minute. Undead are resistant to cold, aren't they? Lots of them. No, not
Not
always.
necessarily.
Yeah, no. Cool. We're just going to call that. They take
Maybe the Frost Giant.
Yeah, it's not in that thing though, so it's whoops, wrong one. That button. Fingers, do the right things. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, that one is the wraith dissipates and is dead. Cool. Then Ghast also is frozen solid and is dead. So Ghast and wraith dead. Everything else like that. So that was it casting the Cone of Cold spell, and that is the end of its turn. Moving right along, we now have the Frost Giant Skeleton, which is this guy up here. Where is the closest? Grimshaw. But it doesn't like that fire. So it's going to scooch past it and sort of get up to here and throw a rock at... screw it, let's throw a rock at the flying thing.
Should not be able to see me.
Why not? What do you do?
So I'm up in the sky. I imagine it's night, and I cast Shadow of Moyle. Shadows go around me. I'm heavily obscured, and if you see the darkness aura around me,
Yep.
all of that is darkened. Yeah.
That's fine. Well, in that case, it's going to have to be Scribbles. But you know what?
He can still chuck it at me. Let's just let you know.
Alright, I'm rolling a d4 out to everybody. If it's an odd number, he's throwing Scribbles. If it's an even number, he's throwing at the little sprite. Because why not? Let's be spriteful. The sprite.
Let's be spriteful. Because that kind of like spiteful, but
Oh, wait a minute.
against sprites.
No.
Wait,
Can I-
don't do it.
Instead, said sprite, Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh,
It can't throw a rock. It's not the right creature.
So it picks up a
Okay.
rock and it's like, actually no. Second thoughts, this is a silly idea.
well, it's a straight D20.
Yep.
15.
No, it's a pass. So it's fine. It it manages to not succumb to the freezing stare. Next we have ghasts that are all fucked, so we'll skip past them. Oh, that's handy. Okay, good to know. Ghasts, zombies. Zombies. All these guys. Okay, we are back to the vampire.
The vampire.
Yeah.
It is Vlad himself.
So heavily obscure doesn't mean you're invisible. It just means you're hard to see, right?
It can't be seen.
Can't be seen like at all.
At all. Heavily obscured is like fog.
Yep.
It's like have a hand above your eye.
Yeah. No walkers. In that case.
Unless they can, see through magical darkness or something.
Yeah, no, that's fine. In that case, what's this guy gonna do? Oh, well, it regains 20 hit points at the start of its turn. That's cool.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I didn't know it could do that. Vampires are groovy. And then it's going to...
Even if he's in sunlight?
He's not in sunlight.
She casts the sunbeam on him.
Yeah, it's a one-off spell, and it doesn't specify that it leaves him in daylight, does it? It just does radiant damage.
It's concentration.
There's like a laser coming out of her right now, beaming into him. Like anything that crosses that, I think.
He's also blinded. It doesn't say that the light disappears. It just says, for the duration, a mote of brilliant radiance shines in your hand.
Mote of brilliant radiance. Now, I know the spell is called Sunbeam, but does it specify that it is effectively sunlight?
Yeah, it says this light is sunlight.
Okay, well in that case, it can't regenerate those hit points. But it can...
I mean, you might have had sunscreen on.
You can't regenerate its lost dignity either.
It's something I'd invest in if I was a vampire.
Isn't that what they did in the first Blade movie? They started putting sunscreen on so they could last a bit longer in the sun.
In that case, it actually takes 20 radiant damage from starting its turn in sunlight. And that's not good. So
some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
Out of there, it didn't like that at all. It's blind, so it can't see anything. I'm gonna roll a d8. Get a random direction. It's gonna go that way. 5, great, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, I think it's out of your beam. But it's going to have to make a perception check with disadvantage to know if it's actually next to you or not, because I think that's how dopey-dope it is at the moment.
I mean, technically, it says it sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius.
Wait.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's centered on me or on it.
It would be on it. So it is now clear of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and it's only blinded while it's in it?
Just throw the spell in the thing.
It says it's blinded until my next turn.
Okay. And you haven't had a turn, so it's still blinded.
Yep.
Can you roll me a stealth check? This is not for you hiding. This is to see if its perception is enough to realize you're there, just on general.
Yep.
Oh no.
We keep picking the one thing I have disadvantage on.
Oh, you don't have to roll it with disadvantage.
Oh.
So I'll take the
well,
so
it wasn't great anyway, so that's a 14.
Yep, meets it, beats it. So they're even. And this wasn't you hiding. This was him trying to find you, so he can see you.
I'm visible, by the way, because her light would. It's a 6th level spell, and mine's a 5th level.
So spam.
Hang on, but it was 30 feet around him, wasn't it? Around where the
No, it comes out of her. It's out of the mote in her hand.
Okay, I'm confused. The sunbeam.
She glows like a light spell, and she casts it, at him, and it makes it like a laser beam. That laser beam stays there unless she uses an action to move the laser beam.
So what was this 30-foot radius thing? You glow for 30 feet, but the laser beam is in a line or something.
Yeah, so bright light for 30 foot and dim light for an additional 30 foot.
Can you just put the spell through into the game log, please, so I can see it?
How do I do that?
Click on the spell in, like, just the name of the spell in above VTT. It'll come up on your right-hand side, and there should be a center game log button.
Okie.
Alright, here we go. So it's a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. So she's holding out her hand. It's like a flashlight out of her hand.
Yep. I was halfway through reading. Alright, just leave it. Let me read this out, please. This goes up 3. An action any turn. Okay, right. Yep, gotcha. So there's light around you, so that is making you visible. In which case, we're going to have to do something about that in a minute. That's fine. Yep, cool. It can, however, see you, and it's now out of that beam because it was going in that direction. So it is going to, it can't see you. It's blind, but it can sense, like, it can feel you there. So it's going to at disadvantage because it can't see you. Attempt to bite and then punch you or grab you or something. In fact, no, even better. It's going to attempt to grapple you with one of its attacks. So can I get an athletics check from you, please? Probably with it. Oh, you need to be raging to have advantage on that, don't you?
Yeah, unless you want to give me advantage.
No, not at all.
I mean...
Athletics check, please.
Yeah. 23.
Yeah, all good. It tries to grab you and you shrug it off, but as you're sort of pushing away, it tries to lash out with its teeth. That's the bite.
So my held action would go off.
Okay.
I was gonna have the little thing throw out dust whenever something came near us.
Yep. And what does that do?
Okay, so when use an action to throw a handful of dust into the air. Oh, it's not good. You and each creature that needs to breathe within 30 feet of you. I need DC 15 con saves from everything within 30 feet of that sprite.
Everything that needs to breathe, you mean?
Yeah.
So like, me.
Nothing.
I guess I probably should have read this.
A con save?
Yeah.
Just checking. I mean, technically, vampires don't have the unusual nature trait, but I feel like no undead need to breathe. Like...
I got a nat 20.
Yeah, cool. So you pass.
That's great.
Yeah. Flying colors. But you're also hit by this bite attack unless you can do something to boost your AC above 21.
I don't think I have any spell or anything that can stop that.
So you take 9 piercing damage, plus you take 10 necrotic damage. The necrotic damage is also removed from your maximum HP, and you can't regain that until you take a long rest.
So Valerian throws this dust out, giant cloud, and then he starts choking, and then falls over unconscious on the floor next to you.
I love it.
That's freaking hilarious. Alright. So that's the
hit by its
vampire
own spell.
Right. Next. We've got a wraith here. We've got a wraith here.
I just gave him whatever dust there were. I didn't read them. I'm like, pixies have dust.
These guys fly 60, so Sven, these two wraiths that are attacking, or were attacking Grimshaw, I'm just going to remove them because their run will take them off the battlefield.
Okay. Bye.
They're effectively gone. This one was close enough. 10,
Actually,
I'm just glad I didn't get anybody else.
I'm going to take an attack.
as they run away. Yeah, go for it.
On one of them.
Yeah,
I will use my inspiration on this as well, and I'm going to roll this with advantage. So, where are you? Actions. There you are. Roll that with advantage. Alright, good thing I did. 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, so...
You know they're gone, right?
What?
You know they're gone, right? Once you do this, regardless of whether you kill them or not.
Gone?
They've run off the battlefield.
Oh, yeah. I realise. I'm just being smart about this. So, actually, I think once you turn a creature, if you attack it, it is no longer turned.
Ah, I see.
But this is a tactical choice. So you're going to take... Alright. 9 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to take... 10 points of radiant damage. And... 12 points of... what's that one? Some other type of damage that is not necrotic.
What do you mean it's not necrotic?
It's not necrotic. No, that's an extra slashing damage.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, look, I'm going to say it's enough to kill it because I've already deleted the token.
Great.
Yeah. But so that was your reaction, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
This guy is just trying to get his kill count up.
The sword whispers in your ear.
That thing had no blood. Find me something better, or kill the monk.
Well, now, I believe that blood transcends the physical.
Wrong.
Well, no. If you regard the spiritual codex of the order of the
bathe me in blood.
Well, there's no need to be rude.
And then while you're having this discussion with your sword, the other wraith has flown up to you, swings ineffectually, and sort of paws against your armor, and nothing happens. And then we're going to roll once for the two that are attacking Scribbles. Oh, so close. So this was the result, but it rolled off a natural 20 to get there, and that would have been two of them. So real lucky there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the race, and we are now back to the Frost Giant zombie, which is not turned. 5, 10, 15, we'll call that 25, we'll call that 35, call that 40 to get there, and now it is going to throw a rock, now at close range at Professor Grimshaw. For a 22 to hit.
Piss off with that 22 bullshit.
Sorry, a 28. I rolled.
Piss off with your 28 bullshit.
Does it hit?
Remember,
it does.
Rolled a natural 22.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Well, okay. I'll give it to you with a natural 22. Piece of shit.
34 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, 34 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
No problem at all.
Alright, next will be the ghost's turn, who are deaf but can still move, so it's one up to you.
Con
save. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That one
natural
there.
20. Woohoo. Let's drop those natural 20s in the chat.
Yeah, alright, so Yeah, so I need everyone within 60 feet of one of those guys to make said wisdom saving throw for horrifying visage.
Does that include me?
Yes, unless you've already just rolled that. Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, sure. No worries. You don't need to roll it again.
Oh, okay.
Or what was the other? Oh, the con save. Yeah, no, sorry, you do, but the 21 will pass.
Uh-oh.
What was the roll?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Oh man.
28. I'm all good.
Yep.
I don't have an answer for any of this, and I'm down to 50% of my hit points here.
I know.
15.
I thought we'd be better at level 17.
Yeah, so, Fogwort, unless you're immune to frightened, you are now frightened of the ghosts, and you instantly age 3 years. This effect is permanent. However, can be reversed by a greater restoration spell, but only within 24 hours. Now,
okay.
8-hour
rest, and I can sort that out.
2 other things are going to happen here. I need.
Can you let me know which one frightened me, so I know which one to move away from?
The one closest to you
okay.
Just to you, the one to the left of that.
Okay.
Yep. Now, Scribbles, did you say you were immune to possession?
I was before someone.
Excellent. So both you and Professor Grimshaw need to roll me charisma saving throws, please.
Charisma saving throw. Natural 18 for a 24.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this one.
Excellent. Go for your life. Probably a good idea.
In GG, I'm calling it before you rolled it.
Can I take the nat 20 from the board? No one's used it. I don't want to be possessed. Not with the deck of many things.
I honestly thought about using it to cut off Misty's hand, but then I figured I'd just let her die.
I didn't say you had to call those before using them, so if the party says it's okay, I'll allow it.
What's the nat 20 from the board?
The cards.
One person can get a nat 20 for the night, and so can fucking Mark.
Yes,
and I feel like I deserve it because I have the deck of many things, and I don't want to be possessed with the deck of many things.
Alright, I'll allow it.
That's probably a good call. Because there would be 21 cards being dumped onto the ground on your next turn.
I kind of enjoy that. That'd be a fitting way to end this, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I don't know about you.
It is getting late.
Grace and Fizz?
Sure.
I'm cool with whatever.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alright, you can take that and pass the save. You don't
That's a nat 20.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Thank you, players, for saving Scribbles from that. And guess what? Because everything else is paralyzed or whatever, it's your turn.
Yay!
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm going to...
Draw that card. Draw that card.
Well, first, I'm going to turn my body to look at Vampire Man. I'm going to say, not today, sir.
Sunbeam, motherfucker?
Yes, move my sunbeam to him.
Alright, does he make another save?
Yes, another con save.
Con save. At disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Hey, contract.
11.
And so does the thing behind him, too.
Yes. Also a disadvantage, or?
Yes, because he's undead.
Oh, yes. Alright, fail. They both fail. How much damage are they taking?
That's 32 again.
I need another drink.
Where did you shoot it?
Where the vampire is and the skeleton thingo behind it.
Yep. You probably get this wraithy guy next to you as well.
Cool. Be gone.
So rolling hits and con saves. Even that was low enough. So that'll do. What was it? 32.
32.
Just down to that much. Vampire ain't looking good.
Then, as a bonus action, I'm going to pull 3 cards.
Oh,
yes!
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Gets juicy.
Oh,
Okay.
using that.
They're here so people can see them. We're gonna go with this one here.
Yep.
Which is Comet. I'll resolve them in order once I've pulled them all. Go with this one, which is the Vizier. Okay,
Vizier.
cool. I think I know what that one does.
I remember.
And
that one
then-
being interesting.
Never seen Aladdin. It's a vizier, damn it.
The key.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. So, Comet
Resolving.
happens first.
Starting with the comet.
Comet. If you single-handedly defeat the next hostile monster or group of monsters you encounter, you gain enough experience levels to gain 1 level. Okay.
Oh,
They have
well,
to
knowing that, I'll
single-handedly-
step out.
You have to single-handedly win this encounter for that to work.
I think you have
Yeah.
this in
Oh
hand.
my god. I think
the-
we don't.
Fly
The
away
next
on my
one,
broom.
anytime within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question in meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question.
Okay.
Okay, not helpful. The key. A rare or rarer magic weapon with which you are proficient appears in your hands. The GM decides which weapon. Give me a weapon, boy.
Hmm. You're using a warhammer right now, correct?
+2
Yes, a
backup.
+2 Warhammer.
Okay. Okay. Let's keep things as epic as everything else. So I'm going to just quickly go over here to magic items.
I just want to say, I'm so proud of this
Sure.
overlay that I made. I love these little camera overlays.
Mm.
These are great.
This is epic. I also love how I have 3 passive cards.
I know, right?
Just waiting.
Really tempting fate there.
Yeah.
I'm going to say next spell that gets cast, we're using one of those wild magic cards.
100%. Ooh.
Spicy goodness.
Oh. Okay.
Can she just have my sword?
No.
That would be so messed up. She literally just takes it from you.
I'd be totally fine with
wish is granted, but it came from you. That's great.
it. I'm sick of this.
I don't even know if I can use it.
Mud bro!
Oh no, I have martial weapons.
Hey, Mod, can you? Yeah, it's just a longsword.
What's up, Mud? What are you doing,
Okay,
my
this is pretty
friend?
cool.
As you can see, there's some
Oh,
creatures.
yeah, alright. You gain the legendary warhammer Matterlock. Matterlock the Frostfather is an ancient hammer fashioned by Thrym, the god of frost giants. The favoured weapon of the demon lord fucking something. Malatok is frigid to the touch and wreathed in mist. You are immune to cold damage while holding Malatok. Whenever it deals damage to a creature, the hammer radiates a burst of intense cold in a 30-foot radius sphere. Each creature in that area takes 3d6 cold damage.
Okay,
So,
can I...
Magic
I
hammer,
have-
3d... Sorry, go on.
Do I have to attune to it?
Yes,
Can I already be attuned to it, since it's...
yes, but it must replace something you're already attuned to if you don't have any slots left.
Cool. I'll work that out before it gets to my turn again.
Okay, no worries. Well, that's it then?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Bone Claw's turns. Alrighty. This one is going to keep running. It's gone. The other one is going to do the same. I think that's down here, and yep, it's gone as well. Bye-bye, Bone Claws. One left. It is going to move to here. Just double checking. Yep, so you'll be far enough away, and then it's going to teleport to... You know what? Just to be a sneaky bastard.
Thanks, Contract.
Going to
Really
teleport
needed
to
that.
here.
Needed that flashback to the Batman movie.
Bonus action hide, but as it does that,
That's pretty nice.
to that thing, I'm going to need a Constitution. Oh, hang on. Yes, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from Scribbles, please, as it teleports away.
Con save?
Yep.
Cool.
Chill out.
It's an 18.
Yep, that'll pass. You take no damage.
Oh, you were one off,
Right.
Con. Done.
Yeah. Bone claw. Okay. Getting there. Misty, it's your turn.
Awesome. God, what am I gonna do? Literally nothing. I've just got to roll a con save. It is a con save, hey.
What for?
I'm stunned.
Oh, yeah.
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed, yeah. Is it a con save? Paralyzing touch. No, it's a wisdom. Oh no, sorry, that's a different one. Yes, con save. At the end of your turn.
Oh, well, I can't do anything, so
I know, so it'll just be your con save.
I failed.
Yep, no worries. You're still stuck. And then it is the Lich's turn. Let me just check a little thing here.
Rather loud.
I'm sorry, Misty.
I've probably got to go soon anyway, so it's probably better you mark me.
Probably for the best, and this is completely within the rules. The creature utters a single word in your ear as it approaches behind you.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
And yes, since you have 100 hit points left, you are dead. Misty drops.
Oh no.
The Lich reaches down, rips the hand from her wrist effortlessly,
Hey, Grace.
rips its own hand off, and places the hand. Yes! There we go! Excellent. So, how does this work exactly? You make it so that the thing didn't happen?
Yeah, I can reverse one event.
Alright, so
That's
the event
happened.
is what? That
Oh my god.
specifically, what event are you reversing?
I can erase one event as if it never happened. So I'm going to
Unstun me?
Sure.
When the Lich was born, as a
That's-
little baby Lich.
Well, that's what I was
birth.
thinking.
It's not letting you reverse
that's
time,
true.
it's letting you erase an event. So you can't
Yeah.
go back and make, like, we can't redo all of that combat where you were paralyzed. We can't do that. You can choose one thing that just happened and stop it from happening. That could be Misty's death. It could be the Lich gaining the hand. It could be the Lich's turn. Something like that.
Professor Grimshaw stubbed his toe and it really hurts. Could you do that, mate?
If-
Also, yeah, like that.
If I were to erase his turn, would that just mean that he doesn't get a turn this round?
No, he's going to have another turn, but he'll do something else instead.
Erase his brain.
Okay, yeah, I'll erase his turn, so he has to do something
He'll
else.
erase his turn, so he has to do something else. All right, so he still has that spell slot, but he will do something
Yeah.
else this turn. So instead of power word kill, what else can he do? He should have used all of
So,
those.
Coup de
Oh,
grace.
that's good as well. I mean, doesn't have anything that does not damage to
Posture check. Look,
Hey?
posture check. I put them back.
Ah,
There we go.
So important.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Alfrig.
Oh. Hey,
yeah.
that's my partner.
Ah, hello.
Look, he's just looking after you. He's making sure that you're maintaining your good posture. That's a
Yeah,
caring
I'm also
partner.
I stole the deck of many things as well. Just so you know. Much love.
Oh, that's a bit frustrating.
I do probably have to go soon, just because I am starting work like super duper early tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay. I just didn't want you to die.
Yeah, I appreciate you not stopping me from dying. That was much appreciated. I didn't want to die. So.
I'm going to do a Hail Mary soon.
Dexterity throw.
Same.
Please, Grace.
Hmm?
I get a dexterity saving throw from you, please.
I'm stunned. I automatically fail.
Oh, excellent. Well then.
Actually, hang on. I have a monk thing. Hang on. I have a monk thing. Let me find it. It was here before. Shh, 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 and now I can't find it.
Well then, if you don't know what it is, you probably can't do it.
Yep, I would.
If it's a monk thing, it'll be in features and traits.
Yeah, I'm looking for it and I can't find it anymore. Oh, when you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage. If you succeed,
you don't get to take the saving throw. So
can I take half because I failed?
No, you don't get to make the saving throw. So no, that's not how that works.
Oh.
So you take. How do I say this? Yep.
Enough damage to kill me.
No, not quite. Luckily, but you take 70 force damage as you're hit with the disintegrate spell.
Wow.
So you are very nearly dead. And then it is going to move up in close. And yeah. Perfect. Then
10
it is the
HP,
vampire
guys.
spawn's turns. So let's just start with advantage because you're stunned. So that's going to be a hit with the claw from the vampire spawn. So that'll be 8 slashing damage. Advantage.
We're so dead.
I know.
And a natural 20 on its bite. That will be 12 piercing damage plus 11 necrotic damage. And that, I believe, would bring you to 0 hit points, yes? With that last effect? Oh no, it's not hit point maximum, but you are unconscious, yes?
Grace?
Me? Yeah. Yep. No, sorry, I thought you were talking to someone else. Yep, I am dead. I'm unconscious.
Okay,
that is
I'm going
for sure.
to take a couple of little liberties here so we can actually move on. The Lich is now going to use a legendary action to cast a cantrip and rip the hand of Vecna from your wrist.
Amazing.
And then sever his own and place it on. So this Lich now has the hand of Vecna. Does having the hand of Vecna removed kill you?
No. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me have a look. Hand of Vecna. I don't think so. I think you just have the hand removed.
Oh yeah, if the hand is ever removed, you die.
Oh, there you go.
Well then. I mean, it was either that or have the other vampire spawns mob you and do it for him, so...
Same with the eye.
Yeah. So...
What eye?
Misty dead.
She did.
And the Lich now has the hand of Vecna.
And the undead horde sheer.
Not good for you guys. At all.
Do I get to have a turn at any point, or is that not something that we're doing?
Like, yeah, where the fuck did you go from the combat order?
I don't know. I haven't been for quite some time. I think.
Yeah, you were supposed to be
went
before
just
the
before
Frost
me.
Giant and after the Wraiths.
I saw you went just before me.
No. I took a reaction, I believe.
Yeah. All right. You can have your turn now. Then, in that case.
Oh, that's fun.
Grace, were you hanging around for a little while? Did you have to run away?
Well, I probably have to pop off. I start work at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
All right. Is there any way you can leave your window like signed in and just turn your camera off, so that we don't lose the screen?
Yes, I think so.
Awesome.
I hope, maybe.
All
Like
you
that?
gotta do is, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
You're still there. Oh, did that move things?
It does move things, yeah.
Ah, damn. Okay, never mind then.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks, Grace. I hope you had fun.
I definitely did. Thank you so much for having me. It was so nice being murdered by you.
Excellent.
Still very salty. You pulled out that sword cast Vecna thing. Still a little salty I didn't get to enjoy the power of the hand, but that's okay.
Well, you kind of did. Wacky.
I did.
Wacky. You just were you adding all the extra things that it did every time you hit someone with it?
I didn't get to do. No, you sent me a list of what I got to do, and none of it came with wacky powers.
Other than like the things the hand actually does. Any weapon attack made with the hand held by it deals extra 2d8 cold damage. So every one of your punches should have had an extra 2d8 cold damage on it. I saw you rolling all the dice.
I did not.
That just must be it.
I did not know, because I just thought it was what you sent me, and I was like, oh, cool, that's still pretty OP.
The extra random properties that it has. It also makes your strength score become 20 unless it's already 20 or higher. A melee spell attack or any melee weapon attack does extra 2d8 cold damage. It also has 8 charges to expend casting the following spells with a save DC of 18. Finger of Death, 5 charges. Sleep, this is how many charges it costs. Sleep, 1. Slow, 2. Teleport, 3. The hand regains 1d4 plus 4 expended charges at dawn. Each time you cast a spell from the hand, it casts a suggestion spell on you, demanding that you commit an evil act. The hand might have a specific act in mind or leave it up to you. So if you cast any of those spells, I could have had it like cast suggestion on you and demand that you try and kill one of your compatriots or something. So yeah.
I probably should have. There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I probably should have looked more into that.
I know.
But it's alright.
If you need to
I still got to backhand people with a dead hand.
Don't worry about the camera feeds if you need to go. I'll sign in with my alternate thingamajig. So.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, it was nice seeing all of you.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
All right. Well, it will be your turn, Professor Grimshaw, once you are done sorting the camera thingies out.
Alright, let's see if this will put it back into the right spot. No, we're all in the wrong spots here. Well, I'm kind of in the right spot. You're in the right spot, they're in the right spot. Okay, we're just changing my camera around. Alright, so we'll just turn that one off. Grab me, put me over there.
Oh, that's cool. Multiple feeds.
There we go.
I like it.
Alright.
So it's my turn now?
Yes.
Oh,
should have been your turn a few goes ago, but we play things fast and loose here at the Rogues-Light Tavern.
We do.
Or
all right.
Hearing in the forest.
So, seeing all this going down, now Professor Grimshaw realizes just how dire the situation is, and having sort of no answer for the oncoming throng of creatures and undead, he lifts the sword up high and then drives it down deep into the dirt by his feet. Kneeling down as he does so, he holds his shield up above his head, pointing straight up towards the sky, and he will, whilst shielded beneath his shield, start uttering a prayer unto Lathander, and he says,
when you make the roll that's coming up, please roll it just to me.
Yep, okay. He says to it, oh, rose and the gold. Oh, commander of creativity, this ground is surely a blessed place. Stands amongst a junction of time and space. We must do what we can to deny it the evil fiends that roam this place. I mean, seriously. It seems as if none of them have any sort of education. We can't let them have it. And I'll make this roll, and I guess I'll just I'll roll it for you, and you alone. So how do I do that? Oh, there we go.
Game log.
Got
Okay.
it. There we go. Damn it. There you go. You should have been able to see that.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Please grant us your holy light. Let the sun burn away the visage of evil that plagues this place. And also...
My son,
yes.
listen carefully.
Okay.
The weapon you wield is an abomination.
Yes.
Discard it in the flames and you shall have my aid.
Oh, right. Yes, this sword. Yeah, never really liked it anyway. It was a bit rude before. I don't know if you overheard that conversation. Not to worry. Boop.
As you attempt to throw this thing away, I need you to make a wisdom
Charisma?
saving throw for me, please.
Charisma saving throw.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. All right, even better. Would this count as a magical effect?
Yes, it would.
Great. Well, natural 20 for a 32 in total.
Excellent. Well, no worries. This thing tries to cast Dominate Monster on you to stop this from happening, but your wisdom far surpasses the sort of cast, and you toss it into the flames.
Well, Sword, it's been fun, but you've overstayed your welcome, and to be quite frank, I don't quite like your manners.
You will...
Yep, you toss it away. The Sword of Cass is now sitting in the middle of that bonfire, unharmed, but it's there. And
Right.
roll again.
Roll again.
You know
Roll.
that roll you made before.
Rolling it.
Good enough. Good enough. It's so close, I'm going to call that good enough. Because I like fun things, and we're getting towards the end of the evening. It's getting very late. So, as you toss the sword away, is your shield still held aloft above your head?
Yes, hoping to catch the first rays of sunlight.
And you'd be about right. This fight has taken longer than it seems. Time seems to be moving weirdly in this place. You're not sure what's going on, but the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the first glints of the rays catch your shield. And then suddenly the sky opens with beaming light. And it rains down, striking into your shield, and then emanating from you. Everything on the battlefield that is undead, except for the Lich, is disintegrated immediately. I now need you to roll for me 10d10.
10 d10.
Yes.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll to everyone. So many dice.
I'm not
49.
going to go into lethal. Okay, so the Lich takes 49 radiant damage. I'm not going to go and delete all the tokens from the board, but you can effectively ignore everything but the Lich. It has now been disintegrated. And then after you were at that initiative order, it is now Bogwart's turn.
Beautiful. So everything's dead. So I'm no longer frightened.
Except the Lich. So yeah, you're no longer frightened.
Okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna fly towards the Lich. I guess I'm already above the wall. I'm just gonna Hexblade's curse it.
Yep.
And blast the Eldritch Blast into it.
Mm-hmm. Go if you like.
Go. 23 hit.
Let me see. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just roll all your hits, and then we'll see how we go.
Does a 25 hit? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, a 23 hits, so of course that hits.
Yep.
Alright, so that's all hits.
Now, don't you get to do this another round of time? Didn't I read something about how you can, against your hexed, cursed creature, you can cast if you cast a cantrip on it, you can cast it twice?
Yeah, so I have an item called Illusionist Bracers, but it takes my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the quicken spell for a sorcerer, but I just use my bonus action to curse them.
Right.
And
okay, yep, gotcha. No worries.
Yep.
So just those four, they all hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. 21.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Mm-hmm.
21. And 21.
Oh, Jesus. So what, 83?
83 force damage, yep. And push him back 40 foot.
Fuck me, you know what? It still counts as one spell cast, right?
Yep.
Alright, counter spell. Yep, sorry. None of that happens. And that's your turn, unless you want to move.
Well, I still have my reaction, so I could counterspell his counterspell.
Go ahead, if you'd like to. I have already determined what level I am casting counterspell at. I'm going to...
I don't have it. I don't have it.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
What the fuck?
Well,
Good
that's
mention
my
was
turn.
the wild magic.
Yeah, let's have a wild magic surge.
Alright, roll that.
Oh, yeah.
D100.
Good luck.
D100, please. Bogwart.
Good luck counterspelling a wild magic.
I can't counterspell a wild magic surge. Plus, I've already used my counterspell to counterspell that.
Alright,
51.
All right.
Alternate.
So, you know what? Let's have a wild magic. Sorry, your spell got stopped, right? So this would actually be centered on the Lich who casts counterspell. We'll still use that roll though.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless we want to trigger both.
I'm good with whatever.
All right.
Well, let's see what the first one is, in case that stuff up. For the second one.
Alright, so... Actually, I need you to roll a d20. I just rolled it, but I don't think that's right. So I need you to roll a d20 as well.
Alright, so we'll call this one, this is the one for the Eldritch Blast, so yep, and then we'll do one for the other one.
19. Okay, so it's just got to be a nuisance, and a 51 is going to be... Mushrooms sprout around you in a 5-foot radius and vanish after 1 minute. If one is harvested and eaten within this time, the creature must make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, it takes 5d6 poison damage. On a successful one, it gains 5d6 temporary hit points.
Okay. So, there are magic mushrooms on the ground.
Right.
They're just dropping from me.
Alright, well, now I'll roll a d100 for the counter spell, and that will be both the wild magic surges.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a 48.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't think you can counterspell me.
Why not?
Because you can't see me, right?
Yeah. You're
Well, there you go.
And I have true sight.
I'm not invisible.
Yeah, but you're flying. And I have true sight.
But true sight, does that see through darkness?
Yes. See through it. Fucking everything.
No. It only sees through illusions. And shape-shifting.
See, in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects automatically detect...
Oh, okay. Well, you said it right there. Magical darkness.
Shape changer, yeah, like all of that. So yes, and it can see into the ethereal plane.
Yep.
Yep, so 48, Sven.
What?
On the wild magic search for the Lich's Kin spell. We're using both of them.
Okay, roll a d20 for me as well.
Yep. Here it is, folks. Both of the wild magic surges at once.
What's the 20?
A 4.
Oh, 4. That's better. Okay. A 4 and a what was the other? What was the 100?
48.
48. All right. 48. 4. 2d6 hours. You have a faint pink glow. Anyone trying to perceive you has advantage on their perception checks.
That's hilarious.
You look fabulous.
Yeah.
I love
this is
it.
the most fabulous lich ever. Excellent. Hell yeah. Alright, so that's the Wild Magic Surges. That was Bogwart's turn. The lights are all dead. So is everything else that's not the lich. Scrolling through.
I hate it. It's out of sync. Stop doing it.
Stop doing what?
He's tilting his head.
Oh,
The camera's
no.
not lining up. Only we can see it too.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Alright, so Sven, because of the mess we made of the initiative order, it's actually Professor Grimshaw's turn again.
Do you want to keep me on the other order, or do you want me to go now?
Yeah, look, so it'd be Scribbles, the Lich, you, Bogwart.
Yep.
That's basically where we're at in that case. Alright, so Scribbles, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to pull 3 cards.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. Got
Make it
cards
rain,
here.
baby.
I've been shuffling them this entire time.
Yep. Now you have been taking out the ones that you've already used, yes?
Yes, they
We'll
are
let
in a
them know the
box
deck. Yeah,
next to me.
excellent.
Okay, I'm going to
Excellent,
pull this
excellent.
card. It's that one. The Rogue.
The Rogue, okay.
What's the... look at that later.
Yep.
Okay. Got more.
Yep.
Going to pull this one. Star.
Okay, Rogue, Star. Ooh.
And then...
Banish.
Okay, this one.
Death.
Moon.
Yep.
Moon.
What is it? Moon, Rogue, Star, Moon.
This is the one I've been hoping for this entire game, I hope you know.
Okay, well then, what
Okay,
do they all do?
I'll
One
read
by
them in
one.
order.
Let's do the Rogue.
The Rogue. A non-player character of the GM's choice becomes hostile to you. The identity of the new enemy isn't known until the NPC or someone else reveals it.
Okay,
Everyone's hostile towards us, so.
perfect.
The Star. Increase one of your ability scores by 2. The score can exceed 20 but can't exceed 24.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm adding that to my con.
Yep.
So I now have
Good
24
plan.
con.
Yep, and extra hit points, so that'll be an extra, 1 point per level? So another 17 hit points.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the Moon.
Mm-hmm. What does this do?
You are granted the ability to cast the Wish spell 1d3 times.
Oh, fuck.
Let's roll a
Oh,
d4.
fuck. Okay. What's the D4 for?
Or how many Wish spells I get.
Oh, it's 1D4. Sorry, I thought you said it was,
It's 1d3, so
1d3,
1d4 minus
okay.
1.
Yep. Minimum of 1, I guess.
We get 2.
You get 2 wish spells. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to cast one of them.
Yes, excellent. What do you wish to do with it?
Can I cast a Wish spell so that
Oh, think
the
about this.
Lich...
Word it.
Be very careful.
Okay. I want to wish...
It's not can you cast, you're making this wish.
Okay. I wish that the Lich has always been, for its entire life, and unlife, if it's dead, on that it was wholly contained within the Feywild.
Okay.
So it's never been on our plane of existence, ever.
Okay.
Theoretically reversing this entire combat.
Yes, I think the best option here
Theoretically.
is to send it to Bogwart's natural plane of existence.
See, Bogwarts can just move in with me. Like, honestly, we can
Okay.
find
So
a nice...
You make
shack.
this wish, and your wish comes true. This
Mhm.
creature has, for its entire life, and unlive up until this point.
It's never left. I specified that.
That's
it never
the
left.
thing, right, about this area is that it is a pocket dimension that exists within and as part of all places and time within the multiverse.
Boo this man.
Okay, I'm gonna use my second wish.
Yes.
My second wish
Yes.
is that the Lich never has and never will, by any source or means, have magic.
9th level counterspell.
That's his reaction.
What?
You got one more card.
He used this reaction on me.
That's it. He did too. No.
Yeah.
Fizz called it. He used his reaction on me. I can't use counterspell right now. So what was that wish again, sorry?
He never has and never will, by any means, have magic.
Interesting.
So every spell that's been cast doesn't work. He can't use the Hand of Vecna.
He can't even exist, because a Lich can't exist without magic.
A Lich cannot exist without magic. Very interesting.
Meaning that Misty wouldn't have died.
I can
because he
that.
couldn't have summoned anything here.
Well, he didn't summon anything here. So everything that happened from these other creatures is fine.
Okay. I do take all the negatives of casting the wish spell twice over now.
Which they are?
Every time I cast a spell, I take a bunch of necrotic damage. What's it say? So you take necrotic damage per level of the spell. Your strength drops to 3 if it isn't 3 already for 2d4 days. There is a 33% chance that I'll never be able to cast Wish after the time of suffering this stress.
Okay.
So after the 2d4 days, I can't cast Wish again at a 33% chance.
Alright, so that Lich never had magic. That Lich could never have been here. So without said servant to enact its will, I think the only possible way we can not reverse time, because I'm trying to avoid reversing time, is to say that his master was instead here all along. And being that his master is the Whispered One, Vecna, the Archlich, everything he was capable of doing, so was Vecna. So everything has happened the same as it would have, except instead of facing a Lich, you are facing Vecna. Same initiative order, same everything. But in the Lich's place stands the Archlich himself.
Okay.
He doesn't have his eye, but he does have his hand.
See, it's moments like these where I wish I didn't use the Fates card on Grace. But, like, it's fine.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was going to get to pull this guy out. But it is getting really late.
Finger of death us.
Yeah.
Kill us where we stand.
Let's see what Vecna can actually do, because I haven't even looked at his sheet.
Well, first, I think we should assume that all the damage the other guy took, Vecna would have taken.
Oh yeah,
and all the spells slots missing. Yeah.
And I'm just looking at the spell casting now. He doesn't have the same kind of spell casting as the other Lich. That's the only difference.
So wait, this is Vecna missing a hand and an eye because he doesn't have a.
He does have the hand. He's missing an eye.
Yeah, he retrieved it.
But the wish.
From Misty.
The Lich just replaced that Lich with Vecna, so everything that Lich did, Vecna did instead.
Okay.
Now,
but it has a different spell casting thing. Oh,
It has a different set of spells. It had the spells to do what it was doing there.
I think you're causing a break in the space-time continuum.
I think you might be right. I think there might be a crack somewhere in the space-time continuum. I think you might be right.
I feel like Scribbles needs a bloody memento at this Rogues-Light Tavern.
Oh, well, you see.
I feel like Scribbles needs to be memorialized.
It's funny you say that, right?
Your face is on all like the face cards at the cards they play at the bar.
I'd be down.
It gets much better than that because flash, crack, crackle, rip, tear. Everything that just happened is now in the distant past. We fast forward, and we are now in the Rogues-Light Tavern. None of you are there, but you are aware of what's going on. You can see the first of the adventurers that came into the Rogues-Light Tavern, a while ago when we first introduced these tales to the people. You can see Gavin greeting them. Obviously, he's fine. You can see Farron and Gary over at the bar. Gary is much older. In fact, Farron and Gavin both look quite a bit older. And you know that you're on the grounds of the ruins on which this battle was fought. And a tavern has been built in its place and the stairs have returned. And the walls within the tavern bear carvings, likenesses of all... Hey, Glitter Murder, thanks for the raid, Dutch Dungeons. Hey, welcome, guys. You're just reaching the end of the session. Yeah, it always seems to be the way. These guys have just...
Man. How are you?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Hey, guys. These guys have just faced an undead horde, and through the use of a wish spell from the Deck of Many Things that Scribbles, the goblin, had on her person, they managed to, through some clever wording of a wish, remove the magic that the Lich had. So it was never a Lich. It was never there. And so instead, its master, Vecna, the Archlich, the Whispered One, stood in its place and had done everything that it had done instead. And we figured then that the Archlich and a Standard Lich don't have access to the same spells, so time couldn't possibly rewrite itself the way it was meant to, and reality ripped and tore, and we fast forwarded in time to the point where we are now at the beginning of the Tales from the Rogues-Light Tavern once again, and describing that now in the ruins over which these guys once fought stands this tavern. Their former party members are in the tavern greeting some new adventurers, and as we pan around, the party themselves would not be aware of this, but you'll see likenesses carved into the walls all around the tavern, visages of past adventurers who have descended into the labyrinth beneath, and in prime position behind the bar, you can see each of our adventurers that are still here. Scribbles, Professor Grimshaw, Bogward, and also Misty, permanently enshrined in these
Valerian
carvings. And Valerian, yes. But what you may become aware of is that each of you are watching these events happen. And you have been watching these events happen for what feels like forever.
So we're trapped in the wall.
All you can remember is the battle with the Lich, reality tearing and waking up as part of the walls that make up the Rogues-Light Tavern. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This has been our special Halloween flashback origin story episode of Tales from the Rogues-Light Tavern.
Professor Grimshaw is the Rogues-Light Tavern!
Are we the first ones to be in the walls? The first player characters? Yes!
Yes.
I'd like to imagine...
going to be fanning these forever, in eternity, like, look at all of these that I could have drawn because I declared I'd draw them all!
Yes. Oh, yes, speaking of which, can you please draw the rest of the cards?
Yeah, do you want me to just draw them in order?
Yeah, like, rather than dragging it out because it is getting late, Let's just have you draw 3 for now, and they will determine some effects that happen to the world of the Rogues-Light overall, and instead of specifically to you, I'll have to do some interpretation, and then we'll talk later about the rest of them.
You know we're carved in wood? Oh, good.
What?
I was gonna say, our like murals are carved into the wood.
Yeah.
I imagine there's like a nasty knot where my eye is.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Professor Grimshaw is looking down on everyone for all eternity down his tiny little spectacles that sit on the end of his snout, judging.
I got pretty good ones. Well, I say pretty good. They're pretty non-world crushing, like the last one. Got balance. My alignment changes, which means I'm lawful good now.
Okay, and since you are enshrined in the walls, this effect happens to Farron Lightward, your former other cleric companion, who was not necessarily so good. I'll reveal through this action that part of what happened to you was actually a bargain that had been struck by her and Gavin with Vecna. To lure adventurers into this place so he could, basically kill them and raise them from the dead and steal their power. So through that act of that card, Baron's alignment changes, and over time she works on Gavin. And so as much as the tavern still exists as what it is, and you guys are still enshrined there, the way it is operated and Farron's attitude towards what's going on around it in the present timeline is now of a lawful good persuasion because of that. Next card, please.
Next card, I have a question before I reveal the card.
Okay.
As the starting team that birthed this tavern, did we potentially hold any stakes in the tavern?
If you...
The one in that vampire's heart.
Yeah, like, I mean, maybe, depending on the situation, but you're kind of not alive. Or you are, but you're not there. So it depends, like... I'm not sure. I need to know.
Like a brick.
More.
One brick.
I mean, you kind of are some of the bricks in that kind of regard. So, sure. Why not?
Well, I got ruined, so every form of wealth that I carry or own other than magic items, including businesses, buildings, and land, are lost in a way that alters reality.
Well, that might explain how it's been popped into a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
So that's perfect.
That. And then...
reality breaking, bending stuffs. All right. I like that.
This is the one card that I was kind of also holding the fates for, because it's the only one that could be reversed by the fates.
Carl, thanks, Modbro.
Hey! I don't have a drink, but if I did,
just pretend.
I'd be drinking it. Glug glug.
Glug glug. Oh.
And then we got Uriel. I am cursed by a Medusa-like visage. I have a -2 penalty on saving throws while cursed. Only a god or a magic of the fates card can save me. So I guess I'm turning to someone else's god for redemption.
It's funny you should mention
you're in the walls, so like I said, these cards don't actually necessarily affect you. They're going to affect the world or something else in it.
Okay.
It could explain why we're still trapped in there, like constantly fail our saves.
Constantly turned to stone by Medusa.
There is no way out of this. This is your fate.
Yeah.
Like, this is what happened.
I feel like someone's
and that's where you got
graffitied. They've graffitied like a bunch of symbols of different gods onto like her visage.
Yeah, I reckon like around your head, so it looks like serpents coming out. They've like written the names of all these different gods in different languages coming out in like a snaking kind of pattern from the head section of where you are on the wall. Okay, that works. So there's some graffiti in the tavern that looks like that and has those names. It may have something else. We'll figure that out later. So awesome. So that's those 3 cards, and we'll go through the rest later and figure out what other lore in the Rogues-Light Tavern world has changed, and that will be really cool.
Hell yeah.
So, those cards were terrifying.
Yeah, I lucked out. There was 3 in here I really didn't want to pull, and I didn't pull any of them.
Oh wow.
I wanted so badly to waste another turn just stealing the cards.
Oh, that would.
Sven, you're an awesome role player. Yeah, and Mark, GG, man. It was
Thanks,
a good game.
Yeah, good.
That
It was good fun.
Hey,
So-
someone finally actually died on Rogues-Light Tavern.
Yeah, I know, right?
Old girl's gonna kill yous.
I totally was going to resurrect her, but doesn't seem like that's going to be a possibility.
Yeah, no, you weren't.
Sorry, fam.
Okay.
The Lich was going to resurrect her, but
Oh,
not
no,
in
no,
the way
no.
you
I was
were.
going to kill the Lich and then resurrect her.
Yeah, but she would have already been animated before you did that.
Also, can I just quickly mention that I didn't use a single rage or a single wild shape
I know.
that entire combat.
I know.
I'm so
Yeah.
proud of myself.
You did well. Like I was like, fuck, still 60 hit points to go before I can cast Power Word Kill on this one.
Yeah. I also had heal as a spell, but I decided to use Sunbeam instead.
Yeah, I was just going to heal 700 hit points of damage at some point, but yeah, we didn't get there. We didn't need it. So.
No.
Anyway.
Well, what a game.
That action economy, like so many features and skills and spells, like Mystic Arcanums. There's things that could have been done, but like our hit points were dropping faster.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was tough.
All right. So one thing I am gonna say is that going forward, with Tales from the Rogues-Light Tavern, you guys are obviously aware of this because you're in the walls, but you can't really tell anybody. But I want to let you guys as players know, and I'll let anyone in the crowd know that Vecna is now a part of that world. Like, because of the wish that was made, Vecna exists in the Tales from the Rogues-Light canon, and he has his hand. He does not have his eye. So I will
Wrapped in the
leave
wall.
that with you guys.
We know where
and
to
we
get
will
it.
see what happens.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Also, the Sword of Cass still exists somewhere in this world. It was in the bonfire when all of this went on, so it could be anywhere.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we will. Stay tuned,
Nice.
folks, for the next episode, whenever it may be. We'll announce it. As for that, I think tomorrow night, Sven, we have the first proper pre-record of Out of the Abyss dropping for the lovely people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Excellent. I finished the edits on that today. I believe I have it all sorted. I just need to upload it for you, so I'll have your link in the morning.
Yeah. So, guys, if you want to see more Dungeons and Dragons, you want to see me, you want to see where is he? Over there, Mark. Thank you for the follow. If you want to see Alicia, she's over there. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Make sure you join us again at the exact same time tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for the next
Vulcan,
episode.
you can count yourself in for the next episode because spots come up all the time, and you've put your hand up, so you are next. You are in. We will be in touch.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Of course, Tales from the Rogues-Light Tavern is Mark's. What's the right word here? It's Mark's creation, and it is a game where people can express their desire to be part of an episode. And you can jump in, you can jump out, and we can do these ridiculous combats with 700,000 creatures. We need all the help we can get.
It's not what it was originally intended to be, but it's turned into kind of a linked campaign of improvised one-shots that are heavily combat focused.
That's right.
With a good dash of role play to, let the players flesh out their characters as they're going. And we very much do it all by the seat of our pants, and it's good fun.
Everyone's welcome. All you need to do is jump on our Discord channel and keep an eye out for when we announce the next episode, and be like, hey, I wouldn't mind
beginners are welcome, but if we're planning a big episode, a high-level episode like this, we may ask you to wait until a future episode where we can run a lower-level one, just so it's not so overwhelming, because there is a lot going on with higher-level characters.
Yeah.
Otherwise, please jump on the Discord. I think Fizz has just put the link through there. If you're keen, and put your hand up.
Tomorrow night, Out of the Abyss, next episode. And then next week, I have on, I think it's Saturday and Sunday, or at least on Saturday at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be doing a live stream at Supernova Comic Con in Brisbane. We're going to be doing that with Christian from Hermes D&D Services. We're going to check that out because we're going to be walking around, maybe chatting to a few people, seeing what kind of trouble we can get into. And I think Christian promised he's going to be cosplaying as the Greek god Hermes himself. So you want to see Christian in a skirt, make sure you jump in for that live stream. And then on that night, which I think is the 5th of November, we have the next episode of Out of the Abyss coming up. So every
it's a good one.
An episode, and it's an awesome one. I had so much fun. We recorded that last night, and it was a blast.
Yeah. So, also, Sven, you have the next episode of the Dungeon Delve podcast dropping on Monday, I believe.
That's right. Yes, of course.
Excellent.
Every second week we have another episode of the Dungeon Delve podcast coming out until we finish season 1, and then we're going to do a little poll to find out what people want to hear more about. If you want to find out about the Dungeon Delve podcast, it's a podcast that I do with Christian from Hermes D&D Services, with Mark doing all the editing and the sound engineering and all that kind of stuff, and we talk about Dungeons and Dragons settings and the lore that revolves around those settings. So we talk about
Faerun in the last one, did you not? Or Forgotten Realms?
So the first one was Forgotten Realms. Next one is I forget.
I haven't looked at it yet. I'm going to be doing those edits over the weekend. Was it? I know Dragonlance was one of the ones you were going to be looking at.
Yes, I believe that's the next one that we're doing. Dragonlance and.
Cool.
Don't think it's Eberron, but anyway, I'll have to double check that. But you can find out more of that, of course, again on our Discord, and also there's a Facebook page for the Dungeon Delve podcast that you can check out and see what's going on. And
That's got a lot of D&D going on.
Oh man,
yeah, so much.
You would think that I don't have a full-time job, 2 kids, 2 houses, and all this other stuff that I have to take care of, but I do.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be working on a music career, but I'm having too much fun playing D&D.
That's right. Buggy a music career.
I'll do both.
We need you here. We need you here DMing and playing.
Yeah, and adding sound effects to the game.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. That's enough D&D for tonight. We're going to go, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Thank you all very much. Thanks, Fizz. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Ali. And also thank you, Grace, even though you can't hear me. Good night, everybody.
Cheers, guys.